Hello, and welcome to Plus One Shot. We are playing City of Mist, a sort of a newer campaign idea, game I just recently found and dragged my friends into playing. It is sort of a noir detective story with superpowers. So I've been having a lot of fun. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, in typical fashion, we get City of Mist started with a monologue. That's how most noir detective stories go, and I think that fits here, and it's also written into the rules. So with that, let's get the internal monologue from Sue going.
Sue's not here right now.
Wait, what? I'm supposed to
Sue's
say
gone.
something? Like now? Like right now?
Yes.
1 second.
All right, well, it's not often I'm asked to do anything in the lead like this, so I'm not used to it. I think it's probably because the rest think I'm not so reliable, though I can't imagine why. Especially after this last encounter with this shark woman. You ever seen a woman with sharp teeth, like extra sharp teeth? It was really fucking creepy. Yeah. Regardless, she filled up this market we were trying to have a good look through, and you'll never guess with what. What imagine that shark lady with what, alright? Anyway, I'm sure it was pretty scary for the rest of them, because, drowning and whatnot, but I bloody turned into the stuff, so it was a walk in the park for me. Or maybe like a walk at the docks or the beach. I'm trying to say it was easy, splish splash, and I got a good hold of this fishy femme fatale, and no amount of fin flipping was gonna get her any closer to chomping on old Vic. She did manage to get away eventually, but we got a bit of info about them Falzonis or whatever they're called from her thugs that got left behind before we at the exit stage left ourselves. There's no use tangling with them pigs, eh? The real disappointing part about all of this, though, is that I thought we was promised pizza for life, and it ended up just being that one time. It's kind of bullshit, if you ask me, considering we saved him from death. Or at least like a solid punch in the face. That's my monologue.
Thank you. I like it a lot.
I'm crying over here.
I can't hold down my push talk and say bravo as I was clapping, but
I had to mute myself so I wouldn't interrupt with laughter.
Very nice, very nice. One other thing I would like to add that is part of the story.
What are you talking about? That was perfect.
Oh no, yours was perfect. This was something else that adds to the for the audience. You as characters, the three of you sitting in the diner don't know this, but everyone else would see the camera sort of fade away as you all are talking, and cut to instead somewhere in a dank brick basement lit only by a single dangling light bulb. A door opens and shuts, and hurried footsteps are heard. The camera pans sideways to reveal a cocktail table with a crystal bottle of whiskey, a lowball glass packed with ice, and a long-fingered masculine hand holding a smoking cigarette between two gold rings hovering over an ashtray. An old pistol rests on the table nearby. She failed, boss. They're still looking, the messenger says. A hand goes up and out of the frame as the man is heard taking a long drag and then blows out a swirling jet of cigarette smoke. The hidden man says with a silky, reverberating voice, "Well, tell Delia she has some explaining to do. I need to see her." And then the screen fades to black. And then we refocus on our investigators having a morning cup of coffee and breakfast at the diner downstairs below their office building. They've been discussing about what they're going to do going forward, and we'll join them as they finish breakfast, about ready to head off to continue their investigation. Take it away.
So which do you think are better, pancakes or waffles?
Waffles have little syrup pockets, Sue. So objectively, they are the better breakfast food.
All right, Vic, weigh in here.
Now, why I don't discredit waffles? Waffles are a good sit-down meal, but if for my money, if I have to run, you can put whatever you want in the middle of a pancake, roll it up, and then go.
He makes a good point.
You get a sausage link, roll it inside your pancake. You're holding the pancake anyway, keeps your hand warm, and it's delicious.
I'm on team waffles. If I
I need the
want like
reasoning.
if I want like a breakfast pastry, though, I'm gonna be honest. I want like a muffin, maybe a scone.
A Danish.
Oh, like a cheese one with raspberry.
Yeah.
What were you
Legitimately
supposed to be
hungry.
talking about? We don't
That was
know.
coffee. That's coffee. We were trying to decide what we were going to do with our day. Bright and early in the morning. We've got the whole day ahead of us, boys. We've got some choices. So we can go visit Julio at the hospital. We have it on good authority that he's still there. And then we can prepare for Sam's funeral. Day after tomorrow? Yeah,
2
day after
days.
tomorrow. 2 days? Day
Oh.
after tomorrow?
But yeah, day after tomorrow. Correct. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then I think the only other thing we were thinking about was finding out where the food of the gods is coming from, but I'm not sure how we approach that.
Yeah, you've heard about it. You have only the idea that it exists. You don't have any actual leads on it itself yet.
Okay, then today we should go to the hospital and visit Julio.
Right, sounds good.
Okay. Anything else you want to do before you head off?
All right, but like coffee or tea, though. No, either.
I mean, none of these answers are going to be like a one or the other. Tea for a nice, relaxing day. Coffee if you got to wake up.
Like tea could wake you up too,
Mm,
and
not
in
as-
less of a way that makes you have to shit. Coffee makes you have to shit.
I don't doubt.
It's like-
I'm not fighting against that. I'm just saying, if you need to wake up immediately, you take a strong cup of black coffee. Tea
Take
is.
a cold shower, mate.
Why would I do that when you have perfectly good hot water?
Tara's like desperately trying to get the attention of their server. Okay, we gotta go.
Oh, they come over with the bill.
Thank you so much. Tara pays cash.
Grand total of like $7.25 or something.
Tara pays cash and she always leaves a 30% tip.
Even in the 40s? Wow.
Yeah, I guess we have to pay cash. You can't really use a credit card in the
Nope.
40s, huh? Or the
Pays cash
scam of
because
credit
that's all there is.
cash. Yeah.
Well, you could probably put it on your tab.
Well, there
I'm-
probably is a tab.
At a place like this, since you live upstairs, they know where to find you. You could have a tab here if you wanted it.
Just hand them a gold watch.
Oh, that's so true.
Tara tips Aaron is furious, thinking about getting a full ass breakfast for 3 people for $7.
Right?
Or remember, the coffee's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah. Probably like the best coffee in the city too. Because it's diner coffee.
Standard coffee.
Yeah, okay. So you're able to head out and make your way to the hospital.
I take a waffle with a sausage link in it.
Roll it up.
You can't roll up a waffle. They
Yes, you
You,
can.
you totally can.
It's
Yeah.
it's more tacos. You can't
That's a
you can't get the full roll.
Depends on the size of the waffle. What if it's a Belgian waffle? You know, the kind that comes in those 4
It would
quarters.
still. It's
It'll
because
break
it's
on the
got
seam.
the quarters. Nah,
It'll break
because it's
on the
got the
seam.
quarters. It would still fold. Then it's a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
I'll say it would break at the middle
Now,
seam.
the
so then
point
you
is
just have a
the point
sandwich.
is that Sue was doing it just to be like, look, you could do it with a waffle too.
Structurally, it's weak in the middle here. You see this line? If you squeeze
Tara's,
too hard,
Tara's out the door. Tara's already out the door, like ready to board the streetcar.
like, listen, we can talk and walk here.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's possible.
I was never denying the fact that it isn't possible. I'm just saying that for convenience, you roll it up. That way, there's no chance of it like exploding out of one end and then you're wearing it.
But yeah,
Mhm.
Because with a pancake, you can actually do the burrito thing where you fold one of the little bottom parts, and then you can put hot sauce on eggs inside your pancake. Listen, sometimes you got to go. All right.
Tara's making notes
Oh,
about.
oh, wait,
hot dogs.
Also, are you ewing hot sauce on eggs?
I am.
You're a child. You'll know anything.
I'm not a child.
It's like
Uh,
25.
I'm 25.
Yeah, child, you'll know anything.
So after a couple minutes on the train, or the
Don't you dare eat hot sauce and eggs. It's delicious.
No.
Street
You
cars.
cook
It
your
is.
eggs right. You don't need hot sauce.
It's legitimately. You put a little Texas Pete on your eggs. Oh,
Thank you.
goddamn.
I have a bottle of Texas Pete in the kitchen.
when you get to the hospital, what would you like to do?
Tara's gonna go to the front desk and talk to the nurse. Hi, Tara. What is our last name? Do we have a last name? Tara City of Mist.
Well, you would theoretically, you all have a different
Yeah,
last
didn't
name.
we give our dad a name?
Oh my god.
You all have different
that's
last
right.
names because you were born different people. So
Uh,
I'm Cage.
yeah, that's right. You do have a last name. Or doesn't have one. Okay. We're here to see Julio.
Okay. Is he expecting you?
Probably not unless he's a psychic. You see, we're from a private investigation firm. I'm Tara. Hello. She like sticks out like a well manicured hand for the nurse to shake.
She shakes it.
Nice, good. Awesome, great. So yeah, we're investigating a very mysterious set of crimes, including a murder, and we really need to get Julio's testimony on these crimes.
I see. Okay. Well, yeah, give me 1 second.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
She sort of like flips through a book, and sees who's here and where, and finds the name. It's like, oh, yes. Okay, he's in room 212.
Okay,
if you
Tara
just
like
go
beckons for the
just
boys. All
down
right,
this
boys.
hallway and up the stairs. Should be just around the corner.
Great, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on, boys. 212, let's go.
I'm not a dog.
Come on.
She holds out a piece of bacon. He does go.
Yeah. I was just pulling bacon out of my Gucci purse. Okay,
Where
so
else
yeah,
are you gonna put it?
we'll go to 212. Not my pockets. These are silk pants. We'll go to 212 and just knock on the door.
Yeah, you hear a middle-aged man say, "Hello? How can I help you?"
Hi, Julio. My name is Tara from. We didn't name our PI firm, you guys.
It's the all-seeing eye is what the
The
book names
All-Seeing
it.
Eye. Okay. Hi, it's Tara from the All-Seeing Eye investigation firm. Do you mind if we come in and ask you a few questions, Julio?
Okay, sure. What is this about?
Tara just cracks the door and like leans in. Hi, I'm Tara. So nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. He tries to
These are my colleagues.
adjust his like gown thing.
No. Don't worry on our account. We won't be around to bother you long. These are my associates, Vic and Sue. Come on, guys.
Wait. Hello, governor.
Okay. What can I do for you?
So we're investigating some crimes going on in Miller's Square. You're familiar, I assume?
Yes, I.
And it's true that you own a shop in Miller's Square?
Yes. Yeah, my flower shop.
Right, great. We're trying to figure out, I don't know if you'd heard, but Sam Saddle has been, unfortunately, we believe, murdered.
Yes, I did hear about his passing. There were rumors.
Were you close with him? Did you know him?
As close as business, partners, not business partners, but we the same idea, running a business down there and small business, try to keep in contact with each other and help each other out when we can.
I assume you're also familiar with the crime syndicate that's running rampant in Miller Square.
Yeah. He sort of like looks at himself and does one of those like open palmed, like look at me type gestures. Yeah, definitely aware of them.
I see. I'm just gonna leave room for you guys to.
Do you want to eat that Jello?
We just had breakfast.
Sue's just like, hey, yo, I see you have some food there.
Don't touch me. It's green. Green's hard to find.
Well, I was gonna give it to my daughter, but I mean, if you really...
No, it's fine. If it's got a destination, it should go there. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Hera clears her throat very loudly.
I'm in trouble.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hey, Sue. What do I want to say here? I don't want to chide Sue too much this early in the session.
You want I should go and like talk to someone else? And stuff.
Maybe if you could stand outside and keep watch. I don't know.
Oh, bye.
We should leave the door open though, just in case. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to ask our friend Julio here? Thoughts, feelings?
We did a little investigating, and we found a common denominator, a semi-common denominator among some of the other business owners in the area. Did you happen to take a loan out for something recently with a man named Honeylip?
No, I did not. I know who you're referring to, but no, I would not take his money.
Okay, we're just making sure. Covering our bases, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Julio, do you know a woman by the name of Delia?
No, I have not met her.
No, tall, scary lady, big, sharp nails.
No, have not met anyone that fits that description.
Listen, Julio, I'll level with you. We're really trying to find out how you ended up here in the hospital, aside from the general idea that you were attacked by the crime guild.
Well, basically they came in, and you said their smooth talking leader tried to recruit me. Not recruit me. That's the wrong word. Tried to convince me.
Stiff arm you.
Yeah. Tried to say that I might need some money for some renovations, but I knew he was up to no good. I knew this back. I've seen people like him. I've met people like him. Wouldn't do it. And yeah, I saw through his words, and I turned him down. And that's when he sent his little goons in after me. And I'm pretty good. I think I can hold my own normally, but I swear the devil was in him. I don't know why. No matter what I did, I just couldn't take him down.
Almost like your blows glanced off every time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you notice anything strange about your altercation with them? Besides the fact that none of your blows were landing?
No, I just remember thinking, like, they'd hit me, and it felt like I've been hit by the devil himself, and then I'd swing back, and they'd just kind of laugh at me. And I was a pretty good fighter back in the day, and I should have been able to take one or two of them down, and just nothing. They thrashed me and my business too. So.
Julio, have you had any dealings with the local law enforcement?
Yeah. Clara reported the whole incident to the police as soon as it happened. It was
Clara. Which precinct?
No, Clara's my wife. She's
okay.
the one.
Clara's your wife.
She called the police, as it was happening, and they helped. I guess they got the ambulance there to get me here.
Have you met any of the officers?
No, since she called them, Like I said, they showed up. They got an ambulance, but I've been here and they haven't come talk to me. And Clara
Interesting.
said they haven't followed up with her at all. So I'm not sure what they're doing.
Odd that no one would come and question you about an altercation of this nature.
Yeah. I mean, you're the first.
Interesting
That's
indeed.
weird.
So you can come back. You can come back in.
All right, comes back in with a cup of Jello.
He like went down the hall and was like, "Hey, nurse."
Yep. That's real strange. You think that somebody would come in and talk to you if you called the police? I wonder if the call never got through, or if like somebody in the police is being controlled or something.
Oh, I mean, as the GM, the call went through. They showed up. They're the ones who got the ambulance there for him.
Yeah.
I
was
just
hoping
like
we-
Sue is kind of puzzling about maybe it was all fake. It's just a random idea. It's not what happened, but that's what he was thinking.
Gotcha. Sorry.
I was hoping we could find some information from Julio maybe about the corruption going on in Precinct 23, but it sounds like maybe he doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, he doesn't. He states he doesn't know anything about it, but if you bring it up that it might be, he would say that it could be. If they're part of if they've got the cops in their pocket, then yeah, they wouldn't. They already know what happened, and they wouldn't care to get any information from me, and they wouldn't do anything to fix it.
All right.
Well, that sucks.
That
What
might be
else
worth
can-
checking out.
What else can we find out from Julio? Let's see. I wonder if we should ask him how things have been since the shakeup in this family, like if things have gotten worse.
Yeah,
Question
I
mark?
mean, maybe like about when he started getting these, when they came to see him, or like, has he ever been approached before, or is this a new happening?
Yeah, is this like an increase?
So he's been, so his timeline. They had tried to, like, ask him for money, saying like he needed to pay and he wouldn't, and then eventually he did have to give some money to him, just to try and like keep the damage down or negate it or whatever. And then at some point, then it is recently that Honeylip showed up and was saying how much, trying to convince him that he needed to take more money from them to do stuff, so make his store better, get more profits, that kind of stuff. He turned him down, and that's when they jumped him.
Oh, so Honeylip himself showed up.
Yes, he doesn't know his name. He doesn't know him as Honeylip, but
Okay.
Some smooth talker.
yeah, the smooth talking leader.
Talker. Okay. And Julio, they always came to collect from you. You never went anywhere.
Correct. They always showed up at the door.
Tara's just like, we'll never make any progress this way. Let's see. I don't really have anything else to ask Julio, I don't think. Like, I'm not sure what we're going to find out from him if he doesn't have any information on, like, where Honeylip is. Because they've always come to him.
Yeah.
Well, if you're investigating, you can sort of do what the cops should be doing. You feel free to go look around my store if you can. The shop may have some clues for you, but I don't know. I haven't done any cleaning, and neither has Clara since the attack, hoping that the police might need to investigate or something, but I guess that's not really going to happen now.
So you know the police haven't been to your shop.
No, they have not been.
Interesting. Again, very interesting. All right, well, Julio, with your permission, we'd love to go and check out your shop and see if we can pull together any evidence clues.
Yeah, that's fine. He tells you, like how to get in through the back, where like essentially the back door, which is part of his house since he lives upstairs. And he just basically says, you can talk to my wife Clara. tell her that I've sent you and that you're willing to look into this and, to look around the building, basically.
Okay. Julio, thank you so much. And Tara takes a business card out of her purse and leaves it on his little tray table. If there's anything else you remember about what happened to you, please call our office.
Sure.
And we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah, I thank you for that. That's very kind.
Do you want me to take your Jello to your daughter, or is she coming in to see you today?
Usually Clara stops by and we'll pick it up and take it to her.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll have some good news for you soon about this then.
That would be great. Thank you.
All right, cool. Let's leave the hospital.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
I don't know, guys. Where do you want to go? We can go to Julio's, or we can go. I think that's really it, right? Because
Do we
Sam's
want
funeral is not for a
to-
couple days.
Do you want to go like bother the cops? Do you want me to wander around and be like, oh, you know where I can get some like Ambrosia or some shit?
I mean, since we have permission from Julio to go into his shop, and that's the only place in Miller Square we haven't been. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, let's head to Miller Square.
Okay.
It's daytime, right? It's still
Yes.
daytime.
Yep, it's earlier in the day. Loading in. It should load in a second for you.
Yeah,
I hope.
Foundry's really taking its time. 98% forever. Oh, there it is.
It's grey.
What's that?
It's grey.
Can't see anything?
Nope.
I mean, I see
It
our
probably just hasn't
icons.
completely loaded, is all.
Yeah.
You know how it do.
You know.
Or John, it'll probably catch up.
Okay. Yeah, so you are back on Miller Square. You're standing outside the storefront of Los Romos, the flower shop. The flowers are mostly dying as their owner hasn't really been around for a couple days. The wife tries to take care, but she doesn't really have a green thumb. And the front windows are all boarded up, as is the front door, because it is all glass and been shattered.
Okay, I think we should probably try and let Clara know that we're here,
Yeah.
so that she
Okay.
doesn't get spooked. She's had a week.
Yes.
And he told us to go through like the back door, right? We can knock on that door.
Yes, you've been before. You talked to his daughter. She was willing to talk to you and definitely wasn't home alone.
That's right.
So yes, the daughter
Definitely
has
not
recognized
afraid. Definitely not a scared child.
you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can walk up to the door.
We knock. Tara knocks.
You hear a little bit of movement, and after a couple minutes, a lady answers the door. An adult, not the child. Hello?
Hi, Clara.
Yes?
Hi, Clara. I'm Tara. So nice to meet you. We were just talking with your husband in the hospital.
Okay.
We're from the All Seeing Eye Investigation Agency. So nice to meet you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the cops are assholes and haven't come to look at the shop. We thought we'd come and take a look and see if we can help you.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Sue.
Her face sort of brightens from that. She wasn't a little hesitant. Maybe you were from the bank or more of the thugs or whatever. Oh,
This poor
okay.
woman.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah.
eloquent, Sue. Very eloquent.
What can
So-
Thanks.
We understand that the police really haven't done any investigation into the crime that was committed on your property against your husband.
No, they just took some information from us and said they'd look into it, but haven't seen him.
Typical negligence. Well, the three of us are experienced investigators, and we would be so grateful if you would allow us to take a look around the flower shop.
Sure, yeah, by all means. She invites you into the house and sort of shows you how to get to the sort of the back entrance of the business.
Tara's like, "Oh my gosh, you have such a lovely home."
Oh, thank you. It's very kind. It's a bit of a mess right now, down short a few hands. So.
Oh, are you kidding? You're keeping it great. All right, so we'll go into flower shop. Clara, if you need anything from us, don't mind us. Pretend like we're not even here. If we have questions, can we come ask you?
Yes. If anything, please.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Is there anything in the shop that you noticed was kind of weird?
Can you be more specific?
Like, I don't know, did you see like a weird puddle or something? Or water otherwise that should have been there, stuff like that. Stuff that seems maybe like just a little bit like, how did that get here?
I don't think so. I mean, all the water on the floor is probably from the rain with the broken windows.
Sure. That was just an example though,
Oh. I'm not sure. I really haven't been in there much.
Alright.
And she leads you to the room, but she herself doesn't go in, or leads you to the storefront. But she herself doesn't go in.
Okay.
Once you enter, it looks like you might expect of a flower shop. It's got low counters filled with vases and plastic containers, and price ranges vary, of course. A bunch of flowers where they would be. Most everything is now on the ground. A couple of the shelves, like display cases, are broken and are toppled over. You can tell it was a pretty big scuffle happened in here. More so than you ever saw. Well, I'd say more so than what you saw at like the one-stop shop. All right, because that place there wasn't really any damage other than like some stuff was thrown around, but it's this. Yeah, a wrecking crew came through here.
Mm. Okay, I want to look for anything that's doesn't belong. So anything that is not florist related.
Bullets.
Not even necessarily bullets. I'm hoping we can find something that will give us an indication of where to go next. Like
A business card.
that would be ideal.
Like
Maybe somebody's
Best book.
address book.
That's an investigation roll.
Okay.
like a card from an establishment not in this area, like this neighborhood.
All right.
Like for
I'm
a
gonna-
business of some sort.
Yeah. I'm gonna investigate. Tara's going to go ahead and get her compact out and use it to like look under the counters and things like that. So we'll do oh no, I don't want to burn it. Oops. So I'll probably do shows the truth. That's probably all I can use for investigation right now. That's all that makes sense anyway. And then I'll just investigate, or I'm just generally investigating around, looking for something that doesn't belong in that shop.
Okay. Okay. That's a success.
All right, so clue, I guess I'll look for is that too general to be like, is there anything here that doesn't belong?
No, that's not too general. Okay, so the I guess what you find that seems most out of place is you find a couple like broken beer bottles, and they have like the smell of gasoline, like they were it's like maybe someone tried to burn this place. But the beer bottles all are the same brand, and they're sort of like a I want to say like a local brewery type idea. Like a craft beer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's like a craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
And not many places here sell like craft beer. Right? Like you're not going to find it in any of the corner stores. You're not going to find it in any shops. You'd have to go to like an actual bar to find this brand of alcohol.
Do we recognize the brand, the craft brand?
Yeah, you recognize it. You've heard it before. You know, I don't know if any of you drink beer, but you know, Sue's probably had it before at some dive bar or another, but can't.
Why do you assume that I like beer?
But or if not had it, you've seen it. There's a.
Teasing.
You can maybe think of a few places around here that would serve it, but it's not.
Oh yeah, that's that beer from Redacted and Redacted.
Ah, the speakeasy, yes.
Yeah, that that place and that other place that have stuff.
We don't need speakeasies. Prohibition has been lifted by this point.
In the corner of something or other and Maine.
And that place, something or other in that place.
Ah, yes.
It's a real shithole.
So there's a couple bars. I'm saying like there's a couple bars that might serve this, with Sue's like.
That's why I said Redacted and Redacted.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like that was their name, like Smith and Jones Beer Company or something like that. I got you. Okay.
Redacted Company, period, and Redacted Company, other period. Boom.
Okay. So we've got those. And do we know, Sue, do you know this brand of beer? Or Vic, one of you knows this brand? Question mark? Tara's just assuming. She's like, one of you have to know.
Yeah, sure.
Do they serve this at any bars around here?
Yeah, Redacted and also sometimes Redacted.
GM, I want to know if the bars where this is served is in Miller Square or we're going to be traveling.
No, there's no bars in Miller Square.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we actually, like, Miller Square is exactly the shops that you have given us and nothing more.
Correct.
Okay. Does George Kim sell it at his store?
Nope.
All right, good to know. He's still faultless. still a hot NPC. All right. Okay, cool. That's a good clue. I like that. Anything you guys want to do while we're here?
I'm gonna water the flowers.
Nice.
Sure. They're mostly all over the floor.
Do like this. Water the flowers.
You salt bathe the flowers with water.
Ooh. I can't really think of. I don't see anything really. Other than the beer. It's strange if they didn't. I assume they were trying to do like Molotovs or something. It's strange they didn't go off.
I mean, the
Maybe
bottles
they did.
were broken, so they probably went off.
Yeah, but do we see fire damage?
No fire damage.
There's no fire damage anyway. Like somebody was here with water powers or like a hose. I guess a flower shop would have a hose.
Really dumb thugs that just like conspicuously absent wicks for the Molotovs. Like they were just like gasoline in bottles. That works, right? You're supposed to use kerosene.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not sure why nothing caught fire. Like if they dropped them before they had a chance to light them. If it could have been a threat. Maybe like they were like, look what we've got. You know, if you don't pay up, and then he just flew off the handle. Like they weren't expecting that, and they dropped them. So
maybe they didn't have like a tank to carry it around, like a little handle, and so they just put it in bottles because that's all they had. Maybe it's unrelated.
Maybe they like the taste of gasoline. I don't know.
Oh, what? I mean, I know some people think that beer tastes like piss, but you really can't mix up the two.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all I got for here. It's just strange that there's no fire if they were trying to do fire shit, you know?
They were trying to do fire shit.
Vic, don't you have like fire powers or something?
Yeah.
Can you like see if there's something fire related that was supposed to happen? Like, can you talk to fire, anything like that?
Can you?
Or like, you know,
Vic will look left. He'll look right like there's no fire.
yeah, but like, can you be like, oh, the intention of this gasoline? I don't know. Just a thought.
Unfortunately, there is no fire. I don't talk to fire. I just use the fire. And it doesn't even look like the fire ever really got off the ground here. Does it smell like Does it smell like gasoline actually, or kerosene, or?
Yeah, it smells very, very faintly of gasoline. It has been a couple days since this happened. But yeah,
so it smells
if
like outdoor workspace for like a car or something like that. It's kind of faint scent of.
If you got down real close to it, you could probably make it out, make out the smell of it stronger, which is, what happened when you were investigating the bottles. But, because the windows were broken and it rained the day before, the gas has all been mixed with water, so it'd be almost impossible to light it.
Well, it's odd that they would just throw bottles of gasoline through a window and there's no fire damage. So potentially a question to ask.
Yeah, question mark.
Usually the intent of throwing a glass frangible container full of flammable fluid is to start a fire, and yet there is no fire, no sign of fire damage here.
You don't usually light the thing before you throw it.
Oh yes, that is absolutely a thing you do, but as you can see, nothing happened here.
All right.
Usually
we
you'd
talked
see
to Clara, maybe like they walked in with it to be like, we're gonna scare you, like God said, in
Like God said.
nothing happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're all gods here, kind of, sort of, but like, there's one guy who's like telling the story, and that's like.
That's the
God
thing
awesome.
too, though, is usually Molotov cocktail is what you say after you've made the threat, and then you come back, and you're not in the place you intend to burn down. So if they dropped it here, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Usually you are outside and you throw it through a window and then you fucking leave.
The windows are broken.
This is true. Yet there is no fire, which means
Maybe they were drunk. Maybe they drank all the beer first, got drunk, made the cocktails and forgot to light them before they threw them. And so, then they ran away because they were like, "Oh, we're stupid."
We'll put that down as a very maybe.
Very maybe. All right. All right, let's go ask Clara.
She's out back in the, more towards the house part of it and not in the shop.
Clara.
Oh,
Clara.
Yes.
Found some gasoline on the floor there. You take care of that.
What?
You did not notice that?
No, I haven't been in there.
That's right. All right. Well, do you know how your husband took care of the punks that came in or whatever?
Oh God!
Did he give you any details?
Are they gonna burn our house down?
I mean, not
really hope
anymore.
Not what? I don't understand. I don't. Oh God! Do we need to move? Are we in danger still?
It's old. It's been there and is the smellies died down because it probably is worn away over time. So maybe it was a thought they had when they came to assault your poor husband, but it's not. They ain't done nothing with it since then.
Oh, okay. Oh wow. Okay. I guess that's no. I didn't know about that.
Do they have fire alarms in the 20s?
Yes.
Do they? How?
Smoke detectors? Smoke detectors have been around for quite a while.
Okay, let me look.
It's all Googling when were smoke detectors invented. She's here to rules lawyer you.
No, I'm actually 1902. I was interested.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that early, but
I didn't
I,
either.
I was kind of like, how would it work without like electricity?
like
I
that.
mean, I know they have.
Electricity was.
As you're,
Yeah, I know they have it, but it's also like, how
as
is
you're
it?
standing in a room with electricity.
Yeah, no, I know it's there. It's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how does it function? Like, I bet it doesn't function like it does now. Maybe it does. Maybe a smoke detector is a much simpler invention than I thought it was. Either way.
Gasp.
It's I think at the time it was just anything that would change as the heat started to make something like expand, probably like maybe mercury even. And the mercury acts as a contact, so it'll just trigger the
Do
two.
you have a smoke detector, Clara?
Yes, we do.
That is good. I'm sure you won't have to worry about it, but just in case, it does pay to be safe with these sort of things.
You have now made this lady paranoid of fire as well as being assaulted.
I'm not trying to make your life terrible. I just want to make sure nothing else terrible happens to you, I'm sure that nothing will come of it, but...
She didn't know she needed to be afraid of fire until just now.
Great. Tara's going to put a warm and calming hand on her arm and say, okay, Clara, listen, what you're going to need to do. And she explains, like, you're going to need to, like, hose down the floors, clean up the shop, get on in there and clean up the shop, We're going to go figure out who is causing trouble for you and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I mean, I probably shouldn't, do anything until the cops are, they said they were going to look through it a little bit, and so.
Well, do what you think you need to do, but I wouldn't hold my breath on the police.
Okay. Oh, well, I'll see what Julio wants, and okay, thank you.
Great.
Mm.
All right, should we go and
Exit
find?
stage left.
Should we go and find one of these places that serves
Yeah.
this craft beer?
I had me waffles, I had some jello. I'm gonna go get a drink, and then I'll be done for the day.
Okay. Well,
Your stomach must be in turmoil.
Nah, remember I'm 25. I can eat whatever I want for like
Oh my
one
God, that's
more
right.
year.
So durable.
If we had Taco Bell, I'd eat Taco Bell all the time, and it'd be
Yo,
fine.
I might order some Taco Bell though.
how do you want to go about finding said bar?
You said I would probably know about it, right?
Phone book.
From what you told me about your past, just as a character, and some of the things on your sheet.
I'm just saying, like, if the goal is to go to where the beer is now, if I already know where it is, I'll just be like, and we're going this way, right?
No, you don't. You, like I said, there are only a few places, so you'd have to narrow it down somehow. Otherwise, you'd have to just.
I would just pick one that had the beer and go.
I think, should we try and figure out if there's one that's like near Falzoni territory?
Sure.
Yeah, you could try that.
Okay. I do that.
That is what I do. Meat work.
So yeah, the Falzone family does a lot of business here, and then sort of more closer to some like the blue collar dock work area, which is
That's right.
to the east of you.
Okay. Sue,
Eastern side is the ocean.
anywhere near the docks that serves this beer that you know of?
Anywhere near the docks. I don't know. Do I know anything, God? You're giving me such a hard time.
Do you want to give me any kind of rolls or do any?
Do you? I can. Do I need to? Since you said I knew already.
That's sort of your way of narrowing it down. How's that?
Fine. Let me open up my character sheet. It doesn't want to open. There it is.
Rude.
All right. I got some street creds. I got some observant. I'm gonna use look like they belong, if that's all right.
Sure.
I was looking like I belonged when I noticed the beer. And that's probably good for now, right?
Sure.
So, am I changing the game? Investigating.
Investigate.
Execute move. What's my question?
Okay, you get 3 questions to ask me about the beer and the bars.
All right. The one is, have I noticed the beer in any of the locations near the Falzoni territory?
Yes, you can remember one bar that sort of fits that description. It's called Rusty's.
Rusty's. Okay.
We've been to Rusty's, haven't we?
Rusty's was the bar that came up in the like practice one we did.
Oh, in our
wasn't it?
pilot episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Did it now? Amazing.
Weird.
Now, imagine that. shit.
Imagine that.
Stuff happened at Rusty's. What? All right. Other questions, friends. Any thoughts?
3 questions is a lot more than I thought we were gonna get.
Yeah.
So
I have another one. It's if you guys think this is fitting, do the brewery that makes this, they have any criminal ties?
ooh, great question.
Yes. I will say you would know that there is some criminal ties to them, but it's probably more so just in funding and back alley deals on prices and distribution, more so than like organized. Well, like that's sort of the crime of it. It's not like organized crime. It's not run by a mafia or anything like that.
Okay.
Just-
So it's not run by the Falzonis.
Correct.
Okay. Other questions?
I don't know. We've already exceeded my expectations by figuring out where to go.
What's the name of the beer?
The name of the beer,
Mhm.
it is the Wayward Stewardess.
The
Wayward Stewardess.
Okay. Do we know if the beer has any possible ties to people of our persuasion? Gouds?
No, there's been nothing to show that it has relationship to Mythos or the Mist.
Is this the Ambrosia everyone was talking about?
It is not Ambrosia.
That's all I got.
That would have been amazing. All right.
I just put the answers to the questions in the question part.
Thank you.
Look, a dwarf. It's Rusty.
Rusty's.
Jukebox.
Hero.
Got stars in his eyes.
All right. Why can't I ever scroll around to get this in a place where I can actually see the whole room?
So you walk into Rusty's bar. It's covered wall to wall with wooden paneling and cheap wallpaper. The reeking of spilled beer. This mostly empty old dive has the air of a Wild West saloon in a ghost town. You notice a few up to no good hoodlums leering at you from their table at the back as you walk inside. A freckled redhead in a black shirt is swabbing the bar intensively. You will
Swagger in.
you notice that for the scene, something I'm sort of in things where there could be a fight, you know, if you guys wanted to get into a bar brawl or something like that, I try to add scene tags. Those are the idea behind them is that for some reason, when the camera does its pan around the old bar, it sort of stops on the jukebox as it picks some nice sounding, you know, smooth jazz song to play, pans across, and there is a stage also on the far side.
Why would we want to get into a bar brawl?
It's just something that like the hospital room, you're probably not going to want to pick a fight with Julio, so there isn't much of a need. But here it is, and it's not necessarily a bar brawl. It's just if you're going to be doing things the jukebox and the stage both offer a one-time +1 bonus.
Okay.
So, if for whatever reason anybody wants to use those to their advantage, you just tell me how. It could be anything from like, I want to play this song on the jukebox because I know it's Rusty's favorite and I think it'll make him tell me something. Or I want to take this hoodlum and throw him through the glass plate of the jukebox. Both of which are a one-time +1 bonus. It's however you want to use it. You want to sing on stage, you're elevated, you've got a spotlight, you sound better. You want to throw someone through a stage, they fall and they take more damage.
How do you throw someone through a stage?
With the WWF style power bomb. I don't
Yep.
know.
Suplex them.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Something else
Loves
to
me a
note.
good suplex.
Something else, just so you know, this room setup is designed to sort of show what the place looks like. It is not 100% perfect, so if you're like, I want to go into this room, and I'm like, oh, that room doesn't exist, or something like that, or...
So is there a bathroom?
Yes, there are bathrooms in a bar. I'm just sort of saying, like, some things may not... You may see things in here that I may like, oh, that's actually not there. Or like, oh, there's actually this extra thing that just isn't on the map. So it's just an idea. It's a basic set dressing.
What is the point of an incorrect map?
Because I can't draw
mislead.
these.
Distraught.
If I knew someone who was very artistic and would help me design said maps, I would love to have that person help, but she's usually busy.
You don't know anybody like that, unfortunately.
I can't help you with the map for a thing that I'm supposed to play in. That would give it away.
Yeah. That creates a bias.
Yeah. Guys, there's the secret room over here. How do you know? I don't know.
Just a hunch.
I do not know. Do not ask me such questions.
Tara's gonna stick close to Sue. She does not like this place.
As you
It smells bad here.
3-inch heels stick with every other step.
Yeah, these were very expensive. Now they're covered in probably a mix of spilled drinks and vomit.
Only the bottom of them, right? That's what they're there for.
For some reason, there's like a 1/4 of an inch of sawdust covering the entire
No!
floor.
For some reason.
Sue points out the sawdust. Don't step in that.
Oh god.
No, like I'm saying, like the whole floor. Just it's a thing bars used to do, whereas like you just cover everything in sawdust. Then when anyone spills their drink or whatever, you don't have to then fix it. It's like a dive bar, really bad dive bar trick to like.
It's the same theory as if when you have a barn and you cover a pen with sawdust, you only technically need to clean up the spot that's dirty.
Yeah.
So that spot's dirty, so you just take a shovel and go, oh, there we go, throw that part out, put some more sawdust down.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Did you want to go talk to the guy, like the bartender?
I'll follow your lead on this one, Sue. I feel very out of my element.
All right. Well, I don't know if that's the right choice, but here we go.
Misplaced confidence.
Evening.
Vic
Sir,
just
how's
still
it going?
outside.
Yeah.
Hey,
Vic
what
just
can I
still
get you?
outside.
No, Vic's following along.
Let's see. Can I get one of them? Oh my god, I forgot the name already.
Tara leans over. She's like, "Wayward stewardess."
That's it. Can I get? Do you want one?
Yeah, of course I do. I love Wayward stewardess. It's my favorite.
Yeah, 2 wayward stewardesses, please, and thank you.
Yeah, sure thing. He sort of bends down and you can hear like the ice bucket rustling. Pops up with
Clinkety, clinkety.
2 glass bottles and slides them on over.
Thank you kindly.
He looks at the two of you, and you can definitely tell his gaze stops on Tara more so than Sue for a moment, and just sort of like odd. like interesting dress for the location. Doesn't say anything, but just you can those facial expressions kind of hit for a second.
Tara smiles winningly. Oh, my shirt? It's Chanel.
Very, it's very pretty on you.
Thank you so much. Your shirt's very pretty on you, too.
All right, thank you. Kind of brushes it off, and he's like, I think there's only one hole in it, and he like kind of like
It's
takes
Fruit of
it.
the Loom. Gosh, don't know what to talk about. You like this one? I noticed it's not. They don't sell it everywhere. It's kind of a local thing, isn't it? Isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's a local brewery from around these parts.
Oh, love a local drink. Absolutely love it. Just the flavor of a local drink.
Yeah, that's my words exactly.
Do you happen to know where this brewery might be? In case, my brother and I wanted to go and grab some to take home.
No, I don't. I mean, I know the general area. It's a little upstate, but other than that, I don't know.
Where do
Is
you
it
buy
in
your
Waterstone?
supply?
The truck just brings it every other week, just like everything else.
Sort of. It just gets delivered with the rest of the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your distributor.
That is how business works.
Tara's
say-
dumb. She doesn't know that.
You say, hello, I would like this, and this. And your supplier goes, got you, brah. And they bring it to you.
Wow.
You pay 'em.
Interesting.
And then give it to the nice people over the bar and they pay you.
Hmm.
Anyhow,
He goes back to cleaning the bar.
Mhm.
yeah. So where
Do
is this one popular here? Do you have to order a lot?
No, not particularly.
No?
No.
I mean, we love coming to a nice establishment, but does this any retailers around here? Any corner stores
You are still
sell this?
outside.
I said I was with you guys.
You are
Move your
outside.
character thing.
Oh my fucking god.
I'll move you.
You are outdoors, yelling
I
from the door.
Yeah. I refuse to come.
Hey! Are there any retailers for this beer farther away?
I'm sorry. What's the question? You guys are kind of running around here.
Any stores around here sell this? Like
Nah.
like to bring a 6-pack home or something like that.
No, last I checked, they're only you really can only get this from distributors. They don't really make small packs.
Shame.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you actually go to the brewery, they might be able to help you. I don't really know. I don't keep track of all the local breweries around.
Is there is the brewery also the distributor, or is there like a local place around here that might maybe stop and then disperse among other bars?
I'll be honest with you, man. I really don't know. I got a guy who brings me beer. I tell him how much I want, and
Do you have a card? Do you have a card? Maybe we can get a hold of him. Maybe we're looking to get a couple cases for an event or something.
Yeah, I can probably do that. He sort of like scrounges around like near the cash register area of the bar looking for something, and eventually comes up with it. He's like, yeah, it's definitely got stuff spilled on it. Yeah, this is my distributor. I think you could talk to him and he can set you up with something.
I
There might be a
appreciate
minimum
that.
order though. I don't know. I
That's
buy
fine.
for a bar.
Yeah.
While they're
Okay.
having this conversation, Tara's going to turn around and lean against the bar and look and see if anybody in this place is wearing a white shirt.
You mean like a white? Oh, part of the Falzoni?
Mm-hmm. Are they wearing the uniform? Anybody in here wearing the uniform?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You notice.
Host, the hoodlums, the pool players.
Say these guys over in the corner bar.
Oh! We got some icons showing up. She's doing that thing where she's like trying to be cool. She's like one elbow on the bar, like drinking her beer, like, oh, just scanning the bar.
And she feels like a wet spot. She's like,
Yeah, puts her elbow down and is like, oh God, oh. You missed the spot, Rusty.
Oh, I get that, man.
Thank
Hits
you
it
so
with
much.
the wet bar towel.
Yeah. It's like the grodiest gray bar towel. Okay, so I do notice some people. Sue, Vic. Sue, Vic.
We said
She does-
already.
She does the thing where she like motions with her eyes and points with it. She's like,
You having a
Tony.
seizure?
look over.
She's talking about the corner booth. There's some white shirts in there.
All right. Okay, cool. That sucks. That's good though. That's what we're looking for.
Do you guys think we've beat any of them up before?
You guys can't really tell.
It's too dark.
Are they drinking the beer?
You're too far away to tell what they're drinking.
Are you sure?
Do you have better than normal vision?
All right.
This is the 40s. There's a lot of smoke around here.
All
Yeah, everyone smokes inside.
We should get closer to have a look, I guess.
Tara moves on this side of Sue.
So we don't particularly need to mess with them right now. We're here for reconnaissance. We don't need to start a fight.
What if one of them is Honey Lip?
There's a chance, but I also feel like he would look different. You know, I feel like being in charge, he would probably dress a little bit better. You know what I mean? A capo doesn't wear like the same crappy suit as like a grunt wear, just a button.
What if he likes crappy suits?
That would be a very strange choice. I'm not gonna lie.
What if?
People with money tend to enjoy the finer things.
Why are you looking at me?
I was looking at the floor. I was talking about.
At my shoes.
I was looking at the sawdust, but you could just say I was looking at your shoes if you want.
All right, listen. Okay.
Your Jimmy shoes, right? That's what it is. Jimmy shoes.
Jimmy shoes.
She wears Jimmy's shoes.
They're probably Ferragamos, honestly. Okay. So, Tara is trying to not be seen by these people. She's like, okay, they're here. There's Falzoni's here in the bar.
What do we want to do about it? Like, we found them. Should we, like, try and talk to him? I could go talk to him.
Oh, okay, that sounds great. I'm gonna be over here. I'm just gonna be right over here.
Okay, but you need to tell me what to say.
I don't know what to say.
I mean,
Please don't shoot us.
Why are you freaking out?
Listen, Sue, Vic, we've beat up a number of these thugs from the same family in the past 2 days.
So loud right now. Calm down.
Sorry, stage whisper. We've beat up a bunch of these thugs in this family for the last 2 days. It wouldn't surprise me if they had, I don't know, some idea of what we looked like by now.
Yeah, so we keep a low profile. Why am I talking like Sue all of a sudden?
No profile.
Haha, did it to you this time?
It did it to me this time. We keep a low profile. I don't think it took so much to get information out of the last two. Like this is not going to be like a drive-by interrogation where we don't have to break something here to get some information out of these guys.
Are there any puddles on the floor?
With all the sawdust? No.
Damn.
Is there a puddle on the counter from the condensation of the beer?
Yes.
Ah! If they're drinking beers, there are puddles over there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna turn into water. Well, I'm gonna turn on the water in the bathroom. I'm gonna turn into water, I'm going to travel from the water in the bathroom to the condensation on their beer and listening to them.
Wow.
If you'll let me. He's like, hell no.
I'm guessing this is part of your surfs up mobility ability, the powers.
Yes. Yes.
Turn into water and travel between bodies of water.
Yep.
I'm gonna say. So, the condensation on the table is less than like an ounce of water. It's not enough for you to exist in, like as a person.
Okay. I'm going to counter that you didn't say there was sawdust on the floor until somebody else said there should be sawdust on the floor.
No, he said there was sawdust on the floor.
Did he?
Yeah, like before he was like, "Oh, it's the kind of place that has sawdust on the floor because it's so dirty all the time or gets so
Yeah,
messy."
I was saying like her feet
Okay.
are gonna stick, and I was like, actually, there's sawdust covering the floor.
Okay. All right.
But what I will say is, you can't normally hear through other parts of water. Like that's not an ability you have, but I would let you go with like stop holding back to change your abilities to basically like turn into water and exist through all of the water in the bar. So you would sort of be at like, you would become almost omnipresent in this building. How's that?
So wetly omnipresent.
Yeah.
Ew.
So everywhere that there was water, you would exist, and you could sort of shift your focus around.
How do I do that?
It would be, you'd have to do one of the core moves would have to be stop holding back.
Like, how does that function? I've never done it. Have I done it? I have done it. No, I haven't. Tell me what to do.
Okay, so open up your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And then where it says core moves, go to stop holding back.
Stop holding back.
Okay, and you should see you have 3 options for stop holding back.
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Significant, no return, ultimate.
Ultimate is death. So we're not going to go with that. I would say just the first one, significant.
I'm kind of questioning whether this is worth this, depending on what sort of information I'm gonna get. I'm also questioning if maybe I could just walk over to the jukebox and put a glass down and like work from there.
What do you mean work from there?
Just like have a glass of water, walk over closer to them, put the glass of water down, instead of like make my own body of water.
Well, so I understand it, and tell me if I'm wrong, but you're trying to travel between bodies of water, correct?
Yes.
So you go into one body of water and you come out another body of water. So you would put a glass down, walk into the bathroom, jump into the sink, and then jump out of the glass, and then you would be standing beside the glass of water.
Unless I stay water.
Which would then be a human-sized puddle sitting on the ground next to everybody, right?
I
In the sawdust.
In the
I mean, I
sawdust.
guess if you think that's how much water it is, I didn't really imagine it that way, but if that's what you want, I guess. Like, I didn't think that my water persona had the same mass that I did.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
If you don't want to do this, just fuck it. Never mind.
Hear me out, team. The booth next to them is empty.
Okay.
Tara probably wouldn't have the guts to go sit in that booth. So, but I'm just pointing out the booth next to them is empty.
Let's go.
Yeah, Vic will grab Tara's beer and he'll go to slide into the booth.
It's like extremely close behind Vic, like, ah! Like, are you sure? You guys sure you want to go sit this close to them? They are definitely part of the Falzoni family, and you guys want to sit next to them?
I mean, he's going to sit with his back towards them.
Tara's gonna get as far into the corner of the booth as she can.
Okay, you guys take your beer and you head over to the chairs. They
All right.
they definitely like look at you for a second, as you, some of you don't really belong here.
Tara does one of those things where she goes to like push her hair behind her ear, but just leaves her hand there a little longer, like. What can we overhear?
Give me an investigation.
Okay.
Who wants to do the roll?
Tara is going to go ahead and like nervously take out her compact. I will use inconspicuous in use and people with something to hide. We know they're the Falzoni family. Tara assumes full that they are doing something nefarious. And I will go ahead and investigate. And I just want to overhear the conversation.
I'm going to say trying to sort of use it. It's going to give you a limited view. You're only like able to see one person at a time.
Okay, makes sense. Should I click on limited view? Or
There you go.
oh god, it went away. Hold on. What do I do? What did I do wrong? Do I have to click execute move again?
I'm not sure.
Let me click it again. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hard
Okay.
move.
6. Okay. Unfortunately, you do not learn anything from your mirror. You can see them talking, and as you're sort of like turning it to like do your makeup, and then you're like turning it to catch them, they you catch one of the lights, like refraction of light, unfortunately, and they kind of like see you do that, and they're like, and they get quiet.
Tara's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Snaps it shut. Don't mind me. Just fixing my lipstick. You know how it is.
Yeah. They just kind of like, yeah, and they like wave for like those half-hearted like waving nods or whatever.
Probably shouldn't have said anything.
Tara puts her comeback away. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm just very nervous.
The three of them stop talking and just sort of drink in peace.
Fuck. All right. So clearly, I'm not the one to be doing this investigation. I am a ball of nerves right now because I feel like they probably want to kill us.
How's that different than from before?
Shut up, Sue.
I just don't know why this particular situation is making you nervous. You're so like, I don't say follow yourself because that was not the one. Confident, that one. You were confident before.
And maybe my confidence is a little shaken after having been in a very close call with a scary shark lady.
I mean, you were in a room the whole time. You didn't even get wet.
It's not the point. The point is, she was right there, could have murdered us. She was extremely scary. We had to fight a bunch of thugs in an alleyway.
Maybe we should talk about this literally like 2 feet next to the people she works with.
Great point, Vic. What do we do right now? They've got to be talking about something nefarious, right? They're criminals.
You're not talking about anything, but you know what? Hey, Stu, did you see the game you see the game 2 nights ago?
Basketball or baseball?
Baseball. Basketball. It is too rainy for baseball right now.
I don't know nothing about weather. I don't watch basketball because it's not very English.
Listen, you don't like the just because you're English doesn't mean you can't enjoy basketball. Am I right? Come on, it's just like it's the skill of the game.
Sure.
You got to just appreciate athleticism, right?
I guess I don't really like what kind of sport is it when you like can't hold the ball and just walk? Run.
You can't. Wait, you saying what is it when you can't just hold the ball and walk?
Yeah.
It's a
You gotta
sport
bounce.
it's a
You
sport
bounce it the whole time.
Hey,
Weird.
it requires more effort and more skill and more.
It's weird.
Oh my god! Can you believe this guy? And he'll like kind of like bump one of the guys by. Like, can you believe this guy doesn't appreciate a good game like basketball?
Okay, kind of like what? Yeah, basketball.
You don't like basketball either? Oh, what is with these people?
See, I know he agrees with me. Basketball's weird. You have to bounce the ball the whole time. You look silly. You have to wear them shorts. You look silly. And then if you want to score anything, you have to stop your little, what they call that, dribbling? What kind of name is that, dribbling? Sounds like you're drooling on yourself. Right?
Some people
Yeah, sure, says one of the thugs.
So you have to stop your dribbling and throw it at a basket. It's dumb. Stupid.
You saying what? You saying cricket is better or rugby?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Mm.
I'm not really a cricket person, I'm not gonna lie, but rugby's so much cooler. If you're not supposed to do it, if you're not supposed to carry the ball, then you shouldn't touch it with your hands at all.
What kind of sport is this?
And as you're kicking the ball around, you can knock the shit out of other people. That's a fun sport.
You don't kick the ball in rugby. You grab the ball and you run with it. You're thinking of football. You're thinking
of football. American. No. Ridiculous.
Rugby is limey football.
How dare you, sir?
You can see.
Anyway, you can beat the shit out of the other people.
Football
Why are you
is
playing the sport?
kickball.
How double dog dare you, sir?
You've definitely got the attention of several of the other patrons in the bar.
Good attention, bad attention.
Just attention.
Regular attention.
Regular attention from bar people.
Okay.
The point of that was just to disarm them, to just make them feel like we're not spying on them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a big swig of my beer and kind of like look to see if they're also drinking the same beer.
2 of them are.
So I'm gonna take that swig and have leaned back in such a way that it doesn't look strange that I notice that they're also drinking the same beer. I'm gonna like come out of the swig and like shake the ball. I'm like, oh yay, you like this one too, you guys?
Yeah. The 2 that are drinking sort of like nod and like sort of like an air cheers with the bottles.
Oh yeah, how do we feel about rugby?
They just sort of like look and shrug at each other. Don't know.
Oh my god, have you never played rugby? Do you like that American football?
Yeah, I know more about it, but other than that,
it's like that, but better.
Oh yeah, all I know is I've heard it's more violent. I don't know anything else.
Yeah, that's why it's better. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These guys are so professional.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
All right. What can we find out from these goons? What do these goons have that we can use? These goons are drinking the same beer. Like, obviously, they're part of the Falzonis. They're in the uniform. They're here at Rusty's. What do we want from these goons? What is our goal here?
They were trying to find out if they knew anything
about
Julio,
potential going-ons,
or Ambrosia, or Delia, or the Falzoni family theoretical leader, since they don't have one. Well, if you like this beer, what else do you like that's similar? I haven't been able to find anything else that I really like, because let's be honest, American beer kind of sucks.
I don't know. The third one that isn't drinking that beer says, I mean, what's wrong with the classic Millers? You know, or maybe even Coors. They're both good American brands.
The problem with American beer is they have all these extra weird preservatives in them, so that like messes with the pure flavor of shit like hops, you know?
The one string of regular beer just kind of like looks at it. It's like, gets
See,
the
this
job
one
done.
doesn't have it because it gets the job. I see what you're saying. But like this one doesn't have it because it's from the area, right? So they don't have to put all the preservatives in because they don't have to ship it that far. It gets right from them to us. We drink it down. It doesn't taste like shit. So you guys just drink this stuff to get the job done. Like, why spend the extra? You know, craft beer's a little bit more. Why spend the extra on this if you're just trying to get drunk?
Just the two of them like that have it are just like, I mean, I guess it tastes a little bit better, you know, local.
See? You agree with me. You didn't even know you were agreeing with me.
Yeah, okay.
So what else do you like then? What other kind of stuff suits your taste here?
I mean, pretty much everything Rusty has on tap is good.
How about like food wise? Anything good food wise recently? I am trying to find a new joint to just, you know, have lunch at. I'm tired of my old diner. It's crap.
Yeah, Rusty makes a pretty good burger, and I think he does like BLTs and stuff. Occasionally we get food here.
BLT, awesome.
Some like
I can't
nachos.
fathom what it is that Americans love so much about the burger.
I couldn't tell you. I enjoy it.
I mean, what's not done? What don't you understand? You can put whatever you want on it. It's got 2 delicious pieces of sesame bun.
But
So
it's like you took a steak and you made it something less good.
You could still have a steak. Like, steak is an endeavor. A steak is a meal you gotta really sit down for. A burger, you could throw whatever you want on it. A steak, you gotta enjoy.
Suppose you could wrap that up in a pancake too, eh?
No, you've never wrapped a steak in a pancake. What are you, high?
Not steak. Steak of hamburger.
No, the burger's got the bun on it. You don't need to wrap it in nothing.
Oh my god.
Until you get to 2000.
What is the last best meal you lot had?
I don't know. Probably some, I don't know, restaurant, maybe a steak. One person's like, I think I had lobster a week or two ago. That was a pretty good meal.
How about like dessert? You like a good pudding?
No, I don't like pudding. They all agree they don't like pudding.
Oh my.
They're all anti-pudding.
All right. Well, what do you have instead of pudding?
They sort of like look at each other, and the general consensus is pie.
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 Some kind of fruit pie.
Damn good pie.
All right. I'm trying to get them to talk about Ambrosia. It is not
I'm
working.
so hoping they'll talk about Ambrosia. I don't know how we're going to get them to do this. I don't know how we get the information out. I don't know what information I want out of these people.
I know.
Ambrosia being as supposedly amazing as it is, they are not just going to openly talk about it to strangers. That is, there's nothing
Listen,
in a
you
normal
said they were
conversation.
You said they were drunk, and we're friends now.
When did I say they were drunk?
We're friends now.
The guy said, "Gets the job done." They were drinking.
That's
They're
why
getting
they
the job.
drink it. Yeah.
They're getting the job done.
Oh my god.
Arnar.
They have had one drink, and we both like burgers. We are best friends now. We're having soft tacos later.
That's bar logic.
I'm not
Only-
crazy. This
only
is how it should work.
This is how it should work.
Only after a certain amount of drinks.
But that Ambrosia is a hush topic enough. It is secret enough that is not something that they would just
Listen,
divulge.
maybe
I'll tell
one
you
of
that.
them is their version of me, and they'll just talk about anything.
Was just hoping one of these thugs would be stupid because they're thugs. They're goons. They are goons.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that is one thing that they are taught very well.
Ugh.
It's not gonna.
Leave it up to the crime syndicate we're chasing to have smart goons.
Or someone who could do mind control.
Or someone who can do mind control and compel them to not speak about it.
Double.
Okay, Tara is extremely antsy at this point, and she's going to get up and go back to the bar and try and talk to Rusty a little bit. Hey, Rusty, me again.
Hey, what can I get for you?
Ooh, something different, something a little less dishwater tasting. She puts the bottle from Wayward Stewardess on the counter. Nothing against the brewery, it's just not for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Surprise me.
Okay. He turns around and starts like rummaging through like the liquor, shelves that are behind him.
Great, good. So he's gonna make a cocktail. Perfect. So Rusty, those patrons over at the booth next to us, they're here often?
Like as he grabs like a bottle of vodka, he looks over. No, next to where you guys. Yeah, they're regulars.
Great. So pretty good customers.
Yeah, I'd say so. Nothing special. Just
Are they in the same family as you?
I think you're trying to say something, but I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Oh, let me level with you, Rusty. Listen, we're private investigators, and she like looks over her shoulder, really like tries not to be obvious. We're private investigators, and I just want to know if you know anything about the Falzoni family.
He finishes making the martini. And
So good, my man.
He like
Martini.
kind of like walks over to a part of the bar and grabs like a napkin or something, like has to like lean over and grabs a napkin, and then comes back over and sort of like slides the martini on a napkin, even says Rusty's on top of it, and slides that over. And no, I'm not real sure what you mean. I've heard the family name before, but I'm not. If you're saying that they're part of them, I don't know. I don't know what they really look like. So.
Okay. So you wouldn't know about any underworld dealings going on in this neighborhood.
No, I don't. I don't know anything about
Rusty, I'm not convinced. This is a really weird response.
I mean I don't know what you're looking for. I don't. I just run a bar, and yeah, I'm sure there are
Bribe him.
probably a few ne'er-do-wells that are in here from time to time, and maybe they belong to the Falzonis, or maybe they belong to another family. But I don't. Kind of throws his hands up like I don't get involved in all that stuff. So that's
And all that jazz.
all that jazz.
I get it, Rusty. Just trying to keep your nose clean, not trying to get in trouble with the local crime syndicate. I totally understand. See, though, we really need to find this one guy. Do you know Honeylip by any chance? Have you heard of him?
No, sorry. Sort of turns back around to put the bottles away. Can't say that I've heard of them.
Okay. Can I
Look
down
at his
the
set jaw. He's lying to you.
Yeah, he's definitely lying to me. I looked. Is there anything special about the napkin he put down? He was very intentional about that napkin.
No, it's a regular white napkin. Just it says Rusty's Bar on it, like on the top corner of it.
Rusty's Bar and Liary.
But no, other than that, no, it looks like just a normal napkin. There's actually a napkin dispenser that he keeps actually fairly close to where you're sitting, but he didn't take one of those.
Ah. Can I lean over the bar a little bit and see where he picked this napkin up from?
Yeah, say, make some kind of, give me a sneak around. Well, no, I don't know. I don't really. I'd say sneak around to try and be stealthy about the whole thing. But, how would you make a diversion? How about that? What could you do? What do you think she would do as a diversionary to get him to look away.
Ooh,
She could wait. She could wait until fucking Sue or Vic has another like, "Are you kidding me?" moment and see if he looks. Because I don't know about Vic, but Sue's gonna continuously just be raucous over there.
Tara's going to do one of her best tricks, which is to gesture wildly, like, well, I just wanted to check. We are investigating. Oops! And just whangs that martini glass over the other side of the bar to Rusty's side of the bar. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Rusty.
He kind of like jumps back a little bit as the martini glass goes flying, and of course the top of it shatters.
Oh, klutz. Gosh, that was a nice glass too. I am so sorry.
This bitch.
Yep. He he has to bend down to pick it up and start getting the glass shards, the big pieces. He'll have to grab a broom for the rest of it.
Great. Tara is still talking. Oh my god, is there anything I can do to help? And she is leaning over the bar, like boobs on the bar, like, oh my god, there's glass everywhere.
Yeah, you notice by the napkin dispenser that he went to, there's a little red button.
She's just like, oh god, what a mess. Looks like you had a handle on it. I'm just gonna go. My brothers are bothering your other patrons. I'll be right back. And she's like, clip, clop, clip, clop. Hey, guys. Hey, I don't want to interrupt your conversation. This is really, I know this is riveting. And she looks at the other patron. She's like, I know this is riveting for you too. Just do you guys front for a moment? Would you mind stepping outside with me?
Alright. I guess. Rugby's still better.
In your wildest dreams, rugby is better.
All right, boys, you can talk about this in a minute. I need you to come over here with me.
We'll walk in, calm your tits.
All right. So I was just over at the bar, and I definitely think our bartender has alerted somebody to our presence. I might have asked some really pointed questions about the Falzoni family.
You really are like fucking up real good, aren't you?
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm a mess.
Like,
We
are
should
you me
leave.
right now? What's happening?
We probably need to go.
All right, well.
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. How is your investigation, sir, other guy?
Probably not great. I don't have a lot of
Right.
things to add to investigation.
Sir,
I'm gonna use.
better than Sir
Looks
not
like
appearing
they
in this
belong.
movie.
What?
Sir, not appearing in this movie.
Observant.
Not appearing in this film.
Can I use street cred because of the environs or no?
Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you.
What did you say? You're all the way over there at the other side of the bar. We can't hear you.
Do you want to use any of your...
Listen, I can't move while I'm looking at my character sheet because it covers the whole freaking map.
Yeah, I know. I think it's kind of annoying. Do you want to use any of your weaknesses for any of this stuff?
Yeah, why not? Question mark.
It's up to you. Just asking.
You trying to get me extra points? Level up
Can you
points?
choose when to use your weaknesses also?
Yes, if you guys want to use them. Otherwise, I'll sometimes use them. But so the reason I asked is because, like, you know, noticing something could be important, and the more pluses you have to it. Like, if I hadn't given the limited view on the last one, like, Tara would have succeeded, you know? So that's why it's like, it's a tough call. And I'm like, you know, learn something specific, you're kind of in a good spot. So maybe not, but if you think you might roll high enough, if you can roll a 5 or better, you can take the one negative.
Now I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. You can do it.
Yeah. You get an 8 plus 3.
Can't see my rolls.
Scroll up. So you get 2 clues,
Who's this?
and you
good?
just get straight answers. So
Amazing.
first one is, as you sort of like all walk away and sort of head towards the front door. Like we got something to. I noticed something. And, demeanor changed. You notice that the three of them all sort of kind of look at you and then look towards the back of the bar over near, we'll say over near the stage area, but it's just a wall.
Okay. This is a hideout.
A
There's a
what?
secret door in here. What's my other clue?
What's your other? You can. So now that you know that they all looked over there, what do you want a question to be? You can either be continuing about what they're doing, or something else that you may have noticed from them. So that one is up to you as a bonus. You saw that they're looking at something. You want to guess that it's a door, but if you have another question, you can ask it.
They was looking over at that wall near the stage as if they wanted to make sure I didn't notice it, but I did.
What do you mean looking at the stage?
It's like an area next to the stage is just a blank wall, but they looked at it for some reason. Why? Doesn't make any sense unless there's something there.
You're going to have to convince Tara to stay at this point because she is like, we gotta go. Me, Christina, wants to investigate this secret room. Tara, freaking out.
I mean, can't do anything about it right now since they're standing over there unless you want to beat them up or something, but we know now.
Anyone up, Sue? I want to get out of here unscathed,
Oh
whole
my
in one
God,
piece.
please stop freaking out so we can talk about this like normal ass people.
You know I can't do anything like a normal ass person.
Right, stop freaking out so we can talk about this like, bougie, expensive shoe bitches. What do you want?
You're right. Gotta be a bougie, expensive shoe.
You're right.
You're right. Bougie, expensive shoes. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, yes, we can be calm. Let's just get out of here in one piece right now. We can come back another time. I guess.
WWLV do.
What would?
Louis Vuitton do. Gucci shit together.
Gucci.
What would Louis do?
I don't know if these brands existed in the 40s. I'm assuming they did. This is
Doesn't
very
matter.
yeah. The jokes are good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
hold on,
Tara's gonna do her best to calm herself.
The 20s, it's what, like Macy's. Actually, like Macy's was good, right? Bloomingdale's. Bloomingdale, calm down. Is it a Bloomingdale?
Blooming what?
A Blooming Hell. Bloomingdale. Bloomingdale, calm the fuck down.
You're right. We should be calm. If we're calm, we can get out of here just fine. We've been through worse than this. I'm just a little high-strung after the last few days.
I get it. I left my beer on the table. I'm gonna go get it. You walk outside. Bye.
Okay.
I'm gonna go walk back over to get my beer.
Okay.
Tara's
See
gonna
if they act weird.
Tara's gonna glance back at the bar while Sue is doing that to see what Rusty's up to. Real quick.
I'm gonna act natural and not be like, oops, forgot my bar, tee-hee. My beer, tee-hee. I'm just gonna walk back over and be like, fuck, pick it up. But like, keep an eye on if they're freaking out about that wall still. And
Rusty is, watching the three of you while, quote unquote, cleaning a beer glass. And the three of them just sort of watch as Sue reapproaches the table.
they don't do anything else odd.
No, they're just sort of other than the three of them are specifically like watching you, which is a little odd because normally they would just do whatever they're doing, but they are specifically like watching as you reapproach.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick up the beer, give them a little salute. Head over to the bar, emptying the bottle as I go. Set it on the bar like a nice citizen. Give the guy a nod and head towards the door again, watching for any strange actions as I go. But I am gonna like path differently than I have in the past, where instead of like sort of beelining it to the bar, I walk stage words before heading to the bar. just to see if that elicits any reaction.
Not from Rusty, but the three of them all definitely like track your entire movement towards the stage. And then as you head back towards the bar, they sort of lose interest in it. It's harder for you to tell because your back's to them, but Vic or Tara could tell you that when you get back to them.
Right. So, what's my next clue then?
What's your question?
No, you just gave me a clue before.
I did, and that was I gave you one before, and that was to notice what they were doing, since you wouldn't be able to ask that as a question. But you don't have to use it if you don't want to. I'm just saying, you have an extra.
Why would I not? It's not like I could bank it, right?
You can, but only in the sense that it is relevant to their actions in this bar. Does that make
Right, you
sense?
lot. Yep.
Okay.
Right, you lot. They're acting a little weird now about that corner over there.
Yeah, they definitely gave you a look when you walked over there.
Yeah. Is this the bottom? This is the bottom floor, right?
Yeah.
Should we maybe have a look around the back of the building then?
Yeah, anything to get us out of here, honestly.
All right. So I will bank that clue. Ha 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 ha. I guess for the back of the building? Question mark.
Okay.
We leave.
There's really no map for that, so just
That's fine.
theater of the mind.
Theater of the
Excellent.
mind!
Excellent stage time.
Mind.
I guess we would probably walk around, like, this way.
Yeah.
Not through the bar, obviously, but...
Hey, Felipe.
Mm-hmm.
That is the worst version of his name I've ever heard.
You're welcome. In the parking lot, is there a vehicle similar to the ones we've seen white shirts arrive in?
There is indeed.
What are you thinking, Vic?
It sure would be easier to investigate if there was a distraction.
You blow up their car.
So do you have a handkerchief?
Oh my god. Do you have your beer bottle still? That would be so funny. Turn about fair play and all that shit. Here you go.
We don't have any flammable fluid, but luckily we don't need it, and he'll just like snap his finger and like a little flame will appear like on his index finger and middle finger.
We have so much fire between us, there's no real need.
So yeah, I'm going to stick a rag down the gas tank and then just light the very end of the handkerchief, just like in a smoldering ember.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll with collateral damage.
I'ma leave.
Yeah, we're already around the corner, so...
I'm trying to think if I could... I never got engineering back.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do a rest? Who did a rest? Did you not use that to get your stuff back?
Nope.
He did Mythos.
Fool.
I had other things to do.
Speaking of which, Aaron, whenever you roll Face the Danger now, since you got that improvement, when you do the roll, at the bottom, there's going to be a little box that'll say use dynamite. It's like right above something else. I think this is like crispy or make crispy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess the system itself doesn't know that you have it for Face Danger, but anytime you do, there's a little box you just have to check, and that way if you ever crit on a Face Danger, it'll tell you what your other two abilities are. So I just wanted to remember, because I tested it earlier and I wasn't getting the bonuses. So I put it in your bio so you can read it at any time, but also that's how I figured out what it takes to do it. Was when you Face Danger, there should be a little box that says use dynamite or make rolls dynamite or something like that. And then you have to click, you have to check that box. And then if you get a 12 or better.
Gotcha. Could I potentially use Infamous on this? As part of the old criminal background thing.
Would you say that you were known for? Would you willing to make that part of your character's backstory? Is that you were a bit of a firebug?
Sure.
Pirate. Okay. Then yeah, I'll give it to you.
And this isn't necessarily terrain manipulation, is it? I wouldn't really think so, but
okay.
What is this?
We'll do change the game. Okay. So yeah, you succeed. You have fit the rag in there, and you are making an explosion of some sort. What do you can either have it like be kind of like a really big explosion. Do you want it to sort of like be an ongoing effect? So I mean, you can see the things that you have there, so you probably wouldn't hide the effect.
Yeah.
Or any
No.
improvement.
I think I'll prolong the effect.
Okay.
Because a tire in a car fire is not exactly an easy thing to put out.
And create a story tag of a, I guess, of a burning car. 10
Yeah, sure. Create a story tag with that. If it's okay with you, Vic isn't going to do it right away. Like he's not going to. The explosion isn't going to happen like immediately. Sue and Tara are going to walk away, and he's pretty much going to like put the rag in like 10 Mississippi count so they can like get far enough away, and then he'll do it and like walk away. That way, it's kind of like a long fuse on a cannon, pretty much.
Okay.
And you don't turn around and look at it.
Of course not. So, like, as he's around the side of the building, it'll probably go off.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that. You get the rag in there. You get all round towards the side of the building. And about the time you get there, 20 seconds, it explodes. And you can hear it all the way from over here. It definitely heard it inside. You also hear a lot of, glass shattering. You've blown out the windows in the front of the bar, and definitely damaged other cars in the parking lot, as there are other patrons, not many, but other patrons.
Tara has jumped out of her skin. She's like, Jesus.
Vic just walks around it just walks around and like, you find it yet?
Yeah, there is a huge fireball, like even over I'm sure that Sue and Tara sort of waiting, is Vic coming, looking in that direction, just see the cloud of fire rise above the roof of the bar into the night. Well, it's not nighttime, but
Tara sees the fire, and as soon as Vic comes around the corner, she's like, Vic, what did you do?
I gave us a little time.
A little time? With what? A hydrogen bomb? Oh, never mind.
So should we wait for them to come back out and then go back inside and go in via the stage, or should we try and break in through the back door if there's a back door?
I think we're gonna try to break into the back door. That's why I distracted them with the front of the building. We're not exactly going to be able to get in through the front of the building right now because there's a little bit of a situation there. Probably the fire department will show up. There's broken glass. There's fire.
All right. Well, let's look.
Tara is like,
there's a door.
Tara's sweating about it, and outwardly she's like, I can't believe you've done this, but inwardly she's so proud. She's like, so good. It's really smart. Good job.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
But also thank you for doing this.
Yeah. Tara's like, well, it's unorthodox, but as they said, it gets the job done.
Okay. You are
The dirty dive.
you're able to walk into not walk. You're able to walk around the back of the building,
Mhm.
and yeah, you can find a sort of like the back door to the place, for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
You know, like the service entry. It's got a bit of like it's got the ramp, you know, so they can get like the hand trucks full of beer up into the back and everything.
I'm gonna be a gremlin right now.
Yeah.
Oh no! Does anybody
Yeah.
know how to pick a lock?
No, Sue, I'm not sure how to pick a lock. If only someone here knew how to pick a lock.
How about you, Vic? Do you know how to pick a lock?
I do. Want to see?
That's all right. And I turn into water and I go under the door.
Yep, you're able to.
Tara rolls her eyes.
Yeah. Then I turn into I make sure there's nobody around. I turn into a person and just open the door.
Easy enough. Okay. That lets you into sort of the back area of said bar. It doesn't really exist on this map, so you're able to find like the back area. It's like right next to the freezer. It's where the beer is kept. It's where like the kegs for everything on tap are kept. There's some food items back here because he does have a bit of a kitchen, so all that. And that can, we'll say, can I draw? I can draw on this, right? Which one is free?
Draw on it.
Yeah. So
You're the artist now.
We'll say,
Yeah, you don't need me. God.
So we'll say right there is sort of like the door. You know, there's, you know, that's the ramp up and like a back step, and then there's the door right there that you have broken into, and it takes you into this back.
So we're
Yeah,
this room.
so, yeah, you're in that room. That's sort of like back office / refrigerator. And see, I don't. It's like it's getting confused. It leads into the rest of the bar. We'll say right here, like you can. There's a bit of a way right there that you can get out of the office and cold storage area, right by the bar, and it'll put you right out on the other side of the stage. How's that?
Okay, so in addition to being able to like loop through the kitchen.
Yes, yeah. In addition, you can go through the kitchen, right there if you need to. But yeah, it has you hit into the bar since the bar is sort of closed. We'll say the bar there's a table, whatever. But yeah, so that white half C shape is a walkable area that'll put you right by the stage and whatever.
Okay. Okay, so when I was at the bar, you guys, Rusty had this button that he pressed. That's why I was freaking out a little bit because I might have asked some really leading questions and I think he got a little suspicious of me
Moving
and
on.
he definitely pushed a button. A red one. A red button. What do you think when you think of a red button? Emergency, right? Like emergency measure.
Yeah.
So, if he's got a button that calls an emergency contact, he must have something else going on in here that he doesn't want us to know about, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Behind the invisible door. I mean, not invisible. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So let's look around quickly. Why we have the element of surprise still.
Yeah, let's do that. Also, would it be too much to ask for an intermission? I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
Yeah, go.
Sure, not a problem.
Y'all investigate. I'll be right back.
Can I go into like the ducts or something? Just skip that entirely because I have a feeling that based on architecture, there is maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong because the stage door, the thing that I think is an invisible door next to the stage, doesn't line up with the room that we've just entered. Based on having walked around the building, do I think there is a room that we cannot get to?
Yes.
Okay. Do I see any ducts in here, and do I think I could maybe get into that room from said duct?
You wouldn't really know where the air ducts go, but from when you were inside, like, it doesn't really seem like this thing has overhead. Yeah, we'll just say that no, there isn't overhead ventilation in this building.
What kind of shit show is this building?
The kind that has sawdust on the floor.
One built in the 1920s.
Shit show.
One that probably has really poor ventilation based on all the cigarette smoke in it.
But yeah, you have everybody seems to be focused outside. I know their heads aren't really turned all the right direction, but I've moved everybody's tokens closer towards like the door and the blown out windows. You hear a second explosion.
Sue looks at Vic like, what did you do?
Is it coming from the same direction?
Yes.
That's probably... The explosion was probably a little larger than I thought it was going to be. So it's probably a secondary detonation of somebody else's gas tank.
You fucked up somebody else's car, like some innocent person. I mean, they're probably not innocent, let's be honest.
I mean, I didn't see it happen. Therefore, did it really happen?
Yeah.
Did you see it happen?
The saying is, if you don't hear the tree fall in the woods, does it really happen? We heard that car explode, so it really happened.
It could have been something else. Could have been somebody else's fault. Did you see it happen? Did you see who did it?
I mean, it's not like we're gonna admit the fault anyway, so whatever. But like, you could admit it to me.
Were we even here? No, I never saw us here.
Oh my god, I'm gonna sneak out into the fucking kitchen now. Whatever. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, this is a storage office area, so I guess I want to look around the office for communiques and whatnot.
Okay, give me an investigation for it.
I don't have anything I could add to it, so hopefully the roll is bad.
No, hopefully the roll is good.
Well, I was gonna say hopefully it's good, but then I closed my character sheet to see what the roll was, and I was like, oh no.
It's bad.
Very bad. In fact, I might have gotten dumber.
Hard move. You I guess sort of like you're looking for something, and you don't realize that Rusty is the type who keeps ink on his desk. And you manage to knock it over. And there is, you have left a clear sign that someone has been in his office.
We're just really fucking up this guy's whole business. Vic single-handedly.
Don't call authorities on us, whether they're criminal or cops. Don't do that.
Yeah.
You're asking for it now.
Okay, so have we decided whether or not we're gonna sneak out and go see the wall where the...
I'm fucking sneaking.
You sneaking? You sneaking? Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Give me a sneak around.
Sneak around, round. I sneak around. Yeah, I sneak around. I'm gonna look like I belong.
Yeah, you are.
While I sneak around. I'm not gonna turn into water because I don't want to get sucked up by
Sawdust. That'd be really funny.
No.
It'd sort of be a particle man theme, not theme, but like problem of whether you would get absorbed into the strawdust or the sawdust would get absorbed into you.
Yeah. Particle.
I had intended to sneak over to the the wall and like sweep away the sawdust and then turn into water and try and go under it. But I guess to begin with, I'll just do a regular sneak.
Okay.
Unless you're giving me permission to turn into water and not get sucked up by sawdust.
You won't be. No, it won't damage you. You'll do something to the sawdust instead.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Then I'm gonna do it.
When they meet, it's a happy land. Article land.
It's in my head now.
Okay. So you go around the corner, and you're able to, like, how do you? Well, you tell me. How do you want to get from? You succeed. You stealth through. How do you want to get to the quote unquote mystery door? What do you see in your mind's eye?
I'm literally just wiggling along the wall, trying not to catch light in the shadows.
Like Secret Life of Alex Mack.
Yeah. That's me.
What a reference.
Thank you so much.
Good choice. Good choice. Okay. I'll say we're gonna go with the last one. You can make your way through here, but in your attempt to be sneaky and turn into water, something doesn't form into water with you.
His pants.
So you have to leave something important behind, or be discovered.
Okay, well, I was gonna say my hat, my precious, precious hat. Indiana Jones style.
Bump it up, bump it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, you're as you do this, you turn into a liquid, and like you're like moving and liquefying to try and be stealthy, and yeah, the hat falls off before it turns into water, or it gets caught and it turns itself back into a solid mass.
Does it turn into that in the room with my family?
Is it with us or is it in the bar?
It's in the bar area.
Then I'm gonna do my pants instead.
Like you want to continue the mission without any pants on?
Yes.
Is your wallet in your pants?
I don't have a wallet, I'm poor.
You don't have an ID or anything?
Nah.
Pretty sure that's not true.
How about my suspenders?
I don't
It's like losing a belt.
I don't think that's something important to you.
It is because it won't keep my pants on.
Yeah, that
I'll have to walk around holding my pants up. That is a detriment.
Really slow. It's really gonna slow Sue down.
I'm gonna need something. I'm gonna need something important. You think
I
your
don't
suspenders?
have anything important.
This is amazing. This is everything I could have asked for.
Leave behind a toe.
If you don't think the object that keeps your pants up is important, then we have an issue, Philip.
Okay, then it'll be your suspenders did not come with you, so you are a liquid mass as you get to the door.
Is that really okay? Like, we're opposed.
So that means you won't have use of your hands, or you won't have pants. You'll have to choose between like having your pants around your ankles so you can't run, or
Yeah, that's
not,
what I'm saying.
or you won't have hands, so you either can't move or you can't interact with objects. So
That's funny. We'll do that.
That's funny.
Okay.
All right, and is there a crack under the door I can slip in?
yes, you can find a seam that allows you to do that. Yes.
don't think I can do the drop thing. Nope.
Once you go through this, the secret doorway leads to a very small corridor and a circular staircase lined with flickering mining wall lights.
Like down?
Down.
Okay.
We're going down.
And
And,
a
In a circular round
little-
pair of stairs. Pair of stairs. Set.
Are we following Sue, Vic?
Did we see him go with the water?
I mean, he went somewhere. He's not in the room anymore.
I'm gonna go back now.
Okay.
I'm gonna report back on what I have seen.
Okay.
I'm gonna skip that and
Yeah.
just go back. Alright, so there's definitely something behind that wall. It is a creepy ass staircase that goes down. This is a front. This business is some sort of creepy front. So far they're still not paying attention, but if we all want to go in that direction, we are probably gonna have to hurry up. I noticed at this point that my pants have slipped down to my knees, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yes.
Pull them up. I seem to have lost something.
Appears that way.
Well, no time to look for it. Let's check this out before we have to leave.
Yeah. Scoot, everyone. Chop, chop. We've got to go. Hold your pants up, Sue.
What do you think I was gonna do? Let them go?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's you.
skeet, goddamn.
Motherfucker. Alright, so as we're walking back, do I notice my suspenders? Do I
Nope.
need to do it? Can I do like an investigation roll to notice my suspenders?
Nope.
Philip's like, fuck no.
You've
That's-
made your bed. Now you have to lie in it.
That was you. I mean, for your role, you have to lose something. That's what you chose.
Yeah, but there's nothing in the roll about not finding it again if I backtrack.
But I will need a sneak around from the other two.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's not even gonna let me roll for it.
No, there you go. It is now evidence of what you have done.
A sneak around. Okay. Let's see. I don't really have anything that I can use for sneak around. I think I'm just gonna have to roll a straight roll.
I think so. You don't think you have anything?
I do not believe I do.
Okay, you both get. Well, wow, you both got sevens.
Whoa.
Uh,
Family that rolls together strolls together.
Sure, we'll go with that.
how do you? So, how are the two of you going to choose to get to the back door?
Like Kronk does in The Emperor's New Groove, where he has his. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. Tara is going to take her shoes off so she doesn't clippy clop all the way. She doesn't want to tippy tap across these floors. So she's gonna take her shoes off and just like, oh, okay, like you know that run that you see when people are like,
Oh yeah, okay,
That-
yeah.
That's how Tara is sneaking across this bar.
Okay, and what about Vic?
I think I probably, with the mixed success, probably go. We're perceived by a secondary sense.
Well, I'll pick it, but
Okay. Oh,
For
how
which-
is?
how?
I mean, he watches her go, and then he just kind of like makes himself as slim a profile as he can. He's walking past and just kind of like just slow, long strides, like just making sure nobody's turning around.
well then, yeah. So the two of you are perceived by someone else that was sitting there, like someone else that's in the bar. They see both of you. Like they were looking outside and they're like, wow, holy shit. And then they must hear something. And they turn around and they see the two of you sort of like comically trying to like hide your way as you go to the door. And they you see them, both of you make direct eye contact with this person. Sort of like walk in and then you're just like push open the door and disappear inside this room.
So So it's like we see each other and they're just like, the fuck?
They see you like, because at first, like they were just looking around, and then they see you like sliding your way along the back wall, like you're trying to be inconspicuous. Just like, the hell are they doing? And then as they're like looking at you, you're not stopping. You're not trying to like, oh, like, no, I'm not doing anything. You're just like, keep doing it. So very, very clearly person, will say, they wear a leather jacket with an insignia. You can't tell what it is. It's on the back, but it's one of those types of like leather jacket vest. Well, like a leather vest that biker types would wear.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna lock the door.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. That is how we're sneaking. Actually, that is Tara and Vic sneaking across this bar.
Except we failed.
It's Mona Lisa and John Ralphio at the funeral. I'm gonna lock the door behind us once we're in there. I'm gonna be like, okay, so great job sneaking, Vic. I think we did 10 out of 10.
I'll let you continue to believe that.
Since it's a special door, it doesn't really have like a locking feature.
Well, shit.
It's got like a special like push mechanism or whatever, and Sue was able to figure it out when she came out the door. When he came out the door, and that's how it was like open. But there's no lock to it, so you can't really lock the door. You can close it behind you, but
closing the door behind me. Closing the door. Okay. So we're going down these creepy stairs, I guess.
Okay.
That appears to be the long and the short of it.
Down the creepy stairs, then I guess. Is it dark? No, there's lights. There's lights.
Yeah. It's got what did I say? Like flickering mining wall lights. Okay.
We can at least see where we're going.
Oh yeah. It's designed for people to travel down here. As you proceed down the stairs, you come to another door, wooden door. Looks fairly nice. You can hear music going on behind it, and
Oh, telling me this.
Can you all see it, or is it all grayed out?
It's black right now.
Oh, I may not have turned on lighting, because I'm real good at my job.
It might also just take a while. There it is.
Okay. Yeah. You basically open the door into sort of a spacious lounge. There's old music playing on a gramophone that is set next.
Gramophone.
So this is sort of the area. We'll say you're Oops. Here and sort of like.
Spaghetti-o, guys.
That's what you see. Just that square of this room.
Okay. Is there like band playing? What's going on?
No, there is a stage, but there's no music. They're not playing from there. Like I said, it's just a gramophone that's playing a record. It's looping the last couple seconds of the song. You noticed a well-stocked cocktail table, and then over on near the back on the side, you notice there is a big safe and a gun rack. It looks like you found a hidden speakeasy.
Left over from Prohibition era.
It's so weird that the record is like on repeat. I wonder if that button was like, "Oi, get out of town." Probably what that it was.
As you
Would
look
explain
around,
why this place seems like there was somebody just here.
as you say that out loud, you sort of look behind you, and above the door there is a little red silent alarm light, slowly flashing.
Oh, you fucked up! Look at that! It wasn't me.
I did fuck up, didn't I? Well, the good news is there's not a whole gang of Falzonis here to mess with us, so that's good, right?
You know, maybe you didn't fuck up.
Okay, well, since there's nobody here, or at least I would assume there's nobody here. It seems at first glance there isn't. Tara is going to put her shoes back on and have a little look around. If there was somebody just here, maybe they left something behind. So, I guess I want to do a little investigating.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's do I feel like I probably can't use any of my tags since I've already used my
You can.
relic tags quite a little bit.
No. It's only the same thing. So you couldn't, like, when you used them on those 3 people, you couldn't be like, oh, I missed. Let me do it again.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
You
I don't know
could've
why I
used
feel like it's so limiting. It's not at all.
No.
I feel like you have to explain this every time.
You could have used
okay.
that same, like, you could have immediately been like, they're not talking, and have, like, immediately just done it to Rusty, like, while still sitting there,
okay.
because it's a different person.
Okay. All right, then. I'm gonna... Let's see. I want to get my mirror out and probably use shows the truth since I'm investigating. I think... Yeah, I think that's maybe all I can use. I'm not sure how any of these other ones would. Because it's not like we're in the dark or anything.
I mean, it's a speakeasy, so it's not very bright in here.
Okay, maybe to make it a little easier to see what's around, I will go ahead and use Light the World.
Okay.
Just to give us a better view of everything going on in here. Okay, I'll execute. What do we got here? 7. Okay, 2 clues. Okay. And then you get to choose a drawback.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. All right. So I think my first clue, has anything been left behind?
Left behind. Yeah, you can tell that whoever was in here before left behind a half-empty glass of whiskey. Honestly, let me double check. What did I see?
Is there also a handgun on the table?
So you see a lowball glass with ice in it. Has a whiskey in it. There is also a crystal bottle of whiskey next to it, and a cigarette that is sort of still. Well, at this point, it's almost completely finished burning, but it's still smoking just a little bit.
Okay. So it's like a smoldering cigarette. So they were just here. We really did scare them off with the silent alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then my second question. Let's see. So has anything been left behind? Where would they have fled?
As you look at one of the far corners of the room, you can see that there is another exit. It's a circular. It's not a normal door.
Where is that?
Circular door. We'll see in the. We'll say it's over
right
here.
there.
Yeah, we'll say it's about in that area. There is a circular, sealed door that is right there.
Circular, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like a hobbit.
Maybe not quite a hobbit.
It's circular, Philip. It's a hobbit door.
Okay. Except it's
so now
metal.
there's hobbits.
It's metal and it's in stone.
So now there's hobbits.
So now there's there's industrial steampunk hobbits. This feels like it's probably a sewer hatch.
Yes, you are correct.
All right, so they went through the sewers. Tara's like, okay, so I don't know how much I love this, but we might have to go into the sewers, you guys.
Yeah, you can open it, and it's not like
Oh, Tara's not opening this. Tara's gonna ask Vic or Suda. Hey, would one of you mind hatch back here?
Hold on.
Would one of
Hold
you
on.
maybe open? I have a really bad feeling this is a hatch to the sewers. And
Hold
Nails.
2 seconds ago, you were like, "Oh God, I'm so scared."
I was.
What is going on? I'm sitting in a bar with some people who don't know that I know things about them.
Okay.
And now you're in here, and now you're in here, like, oh God, we gotta follow the guys who now know we're here and talking about them. Like, this is more dangerous than the thing before. And you're like, let's do it, fuck yeah. And before you were like, ee.
You're not wrong. Bar full of people, very scary. Big empty room with a fun, mysterious door. Not quite scary.
But what do you think is on the other side of that?
Yeah,
door?
you're gonna swing right back around the other way once we get in the sewers. And then you'll be like,
Absolutely.
oh God.
That's why I'm asking one of you to open it for me.
Well, what Sue is saying is, what do you think we're going to find in the sewer potentially if they all just left here?
I have a
It's a
feeling
fight.
it's gonna be a bunch of goons from the Falzoni family.
It's gonna be a fight.
Again,
Are you ready for a fight, Mrs. Oh, so
Mm.
scary.
Tara goes to the bar and makes herself a drink.
All right, that's better.
One thing I wanted to point out, Michelle, you had said, "Do we see?" And I said, like, it was a bottle of whiskey. You're like, and an old gun. No, you don't. There is no gun on the table.
They took their weapons with them.
So you didn't see that. But you don't know that there's a gun to begin with, so...
I mean, we did see that there's a gun rack in the room.
There is? There is a gun rack at the back of the room.
Is there a smoking
Are
gun?
there
Is there a smoking gun? No.
are there any weapons on the rack?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay. Sue's gone. Sue's not here right now. Sue's gone. Is somebody gonna open this hatch?
Yeah, this stinking hatch.
Just literally a stinking hatch. Just a little bit.
Get down and see if it's locked or anything secured.
You want one?
I'm getting some thumbs up and some weirdness. Is from you,
Sorry.
Philip? Is the hatch locked or is it?
No.
Yeah, then Vic will just
Michelle's
flip it
asking a
open.
question. Okay. Yep, you can open it. By opening it, you all get a lovely summer breeze whiffed, wafting across your faces. So that's fun.
Okay, is it a lovely summer breeze or is
No.
it sewer air?
It's sewer air. This part of the sewer tunnel, like right next to this place, there's nothing super close by, so it's fairly clean. Like, you're not going to step through the doorway right into human waste. Yeah, they've taken an old sewer tunnel, essentially, and were able to turn it into this speakeasy. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll say, like, enough of the very, very first bit of the area is clean enough for a sewer. Probably not to Terra standards, but clean enough for a sewers.
I need you to stop saying sewer. It makes me feel bad about myself.
Aww. The
Sewer.
sewer.
Other than that, that's as
I
far as you can see.
I couldn't hear you for a second there. I don't know if that was me.
Oh no, I was saying, like,
Okay.
when you open, that's as far as you can see, because there's not the sewer is not lit,
Okay.
but that's what you can see just from standing within this room.
Okay. Tara throws back the drink that she has made. Sets the glass aside. Well, what shall we do?
Do you have any?
I think we should take some of those guns.
Were
You
there
know how to
guns
use
on
a
the gun
gun?
rack?
Yeah, he said there was guns on the gun rack.
There are weapons in the gun rack.
Yeah, there's a few.
Do you know how to use a gun?
Do I know how to use a gun? No, actually, I'm not great at this.
I mean, I was more asking Sue. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I'm sorry for generalizing, but I didn't feel like you knew how to use a gun, Miss Tara.
Tara knows how to fire one of those little tiny handguns that you see like femme fatales take out of their purses.
A little Derringer.
A little Derringer, yeah.
According to my character sheet, I do not know how to use a gun, but I feel like if I picked it up and pointed it at something, at the very least, that thing would be scared.
The gun rack will give anybody a +1 gun.
+1 gun. +1 gun.
Plus, what
Tara's
gun?
going to find the smallest firearm she can.
Vic will look for. I mean, based on availability of firearms around this time, there's probably a shotgun, right?
Damn! I was like, I'm gonna wait till he says it. If he doesn't say it, I'm gonna say shotgun.
Yeah, okay. You can find a shotgun and like a little like snub-nosed 45.
Okay, all right.
Do you want
the gun?
That's
Do you
cute.
do you want the shotgun or do you want the 45?
I'm picking up the snub nose.
That's where I found 2 guns.
Yeah, 2 guns. I'll give you guys.
Okay.
I'll give you 2 guns. Each one is just a one-time use of +1.
That's fine. It was my idea, but that's fine.
You want the shotgun?
The question is still, do you know how to use a gun?
I mean, I feel like it's...
Raise your hand if you know how to use a gun.
Sue literally has a sword.
Okay. I'm not mad. I'm being silly.
I know. This is all in character. Yeah, I know.
Tara turns around and she's just like, wait. She's like, you literally have a sword, okay?
Finger off the trigger, please.
Oh, God, sorry. Oh, God.
Trigger discipline is a
She's
thing.
like holding it like this.
You're going to need to pull the hammer back on that before you squeeze the trigger.
I've seen movies, Vic. I know how to do it.
That is hilarious that you have seen films, but I'm going to tell you right now, films are not the same thing as using an actual firearm.
Oh my God, really?
I know, hard to believe. They're going to be very loud, and I'm positive you are going to complain about how loud they are.
100% yes.
Especially in this tunnel, you are going to despise ever picking that firearm up.
Oh, Tara's gonna do her darndest to not fire this thing. It's basically a very scary prop.
Just start shaking at them.
Mm-hmm. She might pistol whip someone.
There you go. Okay, make sure the Vic will make sure both guns are loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness for Vic.
He'll make sure he'll put the gun in Tara's purse for now. Use this as a last resort. If you need to swing it in somebody's face, keep your finger off the trigger. If you're gonna hit somebody in the head with it, make sure you hold it like this so your fingers don't get caught while you're hitting with the grip of the gun.
You sure do know a lot about guns.
I know, it's almost like I've used a firearm before. It's almost like I have a past that has facilitated knowing these things. And he'll just loudly rack the shotgun. Okay. I will go down into the sewers first then.
Bless.
Before we go, do we want to look and see if there's any like paperwork down here? Like an office?
Just got a good point.
That's probably a good idea. I did an investigation. I thought that might cover it, but I guess not.
Philip.
Well, your investigation was what had been left behind, and how do you get out?
You're right. I was hoping it had anything. Okay, yeah. So we should look for a room. You're right.
I mean, part of the original description, like there is the gun rack, and then there's the safe wall safe.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the safe. Should we look at the safe?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the safe. What are we looking for in the safe?
Are we able to get into the safe, first of all?
It is
It's
locked.
the safe. Who locks a safe?
I know.
Literally
Ugh.
everyone.
Ugh,
The audacity.
honestly. I don't really have anything that's going to be good for cracking a safe. Do either of you have anything good for cracking a safe?
How big is the safe?
It's probably like a 2 foot by 3 foot safe.
Okay, too small.
Anybody leave sunglasses behind?
We can say they're sunglasses, sure.
Vic will be like, "Here, hold this," and he'll hand Sue the shotgun. And he'll
Alright.
squat down next to the safe, and he'll use he'll try to use like his fire finger to like become like an acetylene torch, pretty much, to see if he can cut the hinges of the safe.
Amazing.
Cut. Oh, okay. Let's see. What abilities have you got? Oh, that's why. So you're, I'm guessing, burn knuckle.
Effectively be burn knuckle.
Flame shield, maybe flash of light. Okay. I would say this is beyond your normal expertise of, not expertise, but beyond the normal scope of your abilities. So this would be a stop holding back. If you want to basically turn your fist into a cutting torch, you're going to have to go above and beyond your normal abilities. So do you want to do that?
Sure. Let's
Okay.
go.
So it'll be, yep, stop holding back. And let's see, what did they have for them? Significant, your character will probably burn through the tags. No return, replace a theme. No. Okay, so it will be this will be significant. So yeah, are you willing to do something significant to your character in exchange for cutting open this safe?
Yes.
Okay. And I think you tell the MC what you want to achieve. I'll tell you what you have to sacrifice. Then you roll. It's a roll plus logos. On a hit, you achieve exactly what you wanted to achieve and pay the price. So it's going to be your roll plus 2.
Okie dokie.
Which should be, I think, when you click execute for significant, it should say logos, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it said Mythos or Logos, so draw upon Logos power.
Okay. You achieve what you were trying to do. Mark, crack, and fade and burn all the powers on one theme. So whichever one of your Mythos themes you want, you would do the, what is it, fade? Well, oh, sorry, wrong person.
So okay, so I'm getting a fade in.
I probably expression. You're burning a ring of fire.
Yeah.
Gain a fade there, and you burn all of the power tags. All 3 of those power tags become burned.
Makes the fucking fire noise every time it does it.
Yeah, but you are something you have never done before. You weren't even sure if you had the ability to do so.
Yeah, it makes, like, instead of being just like a big uncontrollable fire, it just makes like a pinpoint like bit of the sun, pretty much, just like
Cool.
they can notice Vic is probably like sweating as he's like concentrating to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to slice through what would keep this thing shut, and yeah, One good tug of the handle will pull this thing free.
Yeah, he'll stand back up and kind of like, and then he'll grab the handle and just rip it off, like yank it off, pretty much. Put over to the side because part of that door is probably still molten metal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when you open this thing up, you find that it is filled with money and paperwork.
Now that the acetylene welding is done, Tara is going to come over to the safe and take a peek. Ooh, what's in here? Is that? Can you hand me hand me those sheafs of paper, please?
I'll take one of the sheets of the green ones, though.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Hey!
With the money, the stacks of money, you can tell that they appear to be just random denominations of bills. Like it's not like, oh, here's a stack of 50s or here's a stack of 10s. It's just.
Do they look real?
Yeah. They're just like rubber band or in an envelope stacks of cash.
I'm gonna start just thumbing through the paperwork. So just what am I looking at here?
It is a ledger, money in, money out.
Mm-hmm.
It's tracking payments, outstanding debt, and the frankly ridiculous interest rate that is being charged on the debt.
Is that it? Just the ledger?
You also see where money going out is just has the initials PD. If you want to give me an investigation, you might figure out more about it.
Yeah, definitely do want to do a little investigation here. So Tara's looking over the ledgers and just sort of like doing some mental calculation, like, guys, this is wild. Crime families are bad, but I didn't know they were this bad. And she's looking down the column and noticing the initials. So we'll do investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it feels so lame to keep doing this, but shows the truth. And PD is a person, so I'm gonna say people with something to hide. Want to find out
the writer is trying to hide something. They're obfuscating who that's going to.
Yeah. So I want to find out what they're trying to hide. I feel like that's probably all I can use here. So I'll execute.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. It's part of your powers, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 clues. So who is PD?
You look through PD, you try and see what you can determine if there's anything else with it. And some general knowledge you know about the city and whatnot, you realize that the things labeled PD are going to several people in the police department.
Get it? PD?
Hey, guys, you don't think this is going to, like, the 23rd precinct, do you?
Yeah, for sure.
Oof. I knew they were corrupt, but this is a lot of money.
I mean, they would have to pay them a lot to make them not do their jobs, right?
I guess that's true. If you're going to have the police in your pocket, probably costs a lot of money.
You can see that there's probably, from the way the ledgers and the amounts, you think that there are 4 people that are getting money.
Okay, awesome. That's a good clue.
Sorry, any indication who the 4 people are?
There is some possibly initials. There is some other identifying information, but you don't know enough police officers to be able to say, like, oh, this is Sam, and this is John, and this is Aaron.
Okay.
Why, Aaron? And Sam is already dead, so
Aaron, I didn't know you were in cahoots with the Falzonis.
I
Ain't no
think
rat.
Oh, rat. Okay. So I've got a second clue to use here. I'm just going back in my notes and trying to read about what we found in Sam's office to see if maybe. So let's see. The transactions in the ledger were from damage in the convenience store, and the money went out, didn't go to expenses or protection money, so that's not going to be related. He didn't pay his protection fee, so I was really hoping we could have some kind of relation there, but I don't think there is.
should we take this money back to the people who like had their stores fucked up?
I mean, yeah, but we're going to be going through the sewers, aren't we?
Sure,
Are
but
we?
you know, like it's up to you. You're the one who wanted to go.
Ugh. Let me think about my
I
second
don't know
clue.
that we need to follow them unless we want to have some sort of confrontation. You just take this money and go check in on the police. Perhaps
still have
figure out who's not corrupt there and be like, hey, look, you got 4 guys who suck.
I still have a clue to use
Mm-hmm.
for this
Julie.
paperwork. So
I
let's
still
see.
have a clue to use in this building. I forgot.
Now, Philip, if I bank this clue, does it have to be specific to the paperwork or what we discovered in the paperwork?
You know what I should have used my clue on? Finding my suspenders.
Shoulda.
I used your clue on solving the ability to get through the door.
Fine.
How's that? No, if you still want it for anything about anything in this particular bar upstairs, you can still have it. But yes, if you bank the clue, it will be based on this ledger's information. So
Okay.
yeah, all you can get out of it is whatever this ledger has in it. So if you want to like
Okay.
steal the ledger, you can then later be like, hey, I have this idea, let me reference, and that would be the clue, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would like to do. Tara's taking the ledger in any case, like she is keeping all the paperwork.
Mhm.
Just like she did with Sam's ledger. She's just collecting all these bank statements at this point. Okay, so I will bank that. What do I need to do here? I clicked on bank clue and now it is showing me this modal for something. I don't know what to do.
I'm
Just
not
close
sure.
it?
I've never banked it. Does it say have like a description or anything? Because it may say like, because in the rules it's supposed to be like it has to follow something, so it may want you to say like type in what it is, like oh it's a ledger I found, and then that way you'll know why you have a banked clue and what it is about.
IDK, man.
Okay, so yeah, that's just
Do I just close it?
we'll do for source.
Mhm.
Put ledger, like speakeasy ledger.
Okay, there's no way to save it. This sheet, I don't know what to do with this. Close. I'm just gonna close it. Okay, I've banked it.
So now
I'll make a note for myself.
on your third, when you go to your character sheet, your third tab, you see how it says clues?
Well, I'm making myself a note
Oh, okay.
because I don't know that Foundry is going to tell me. Okay. Yes. What tab am I? Oh, clues?
Yep.
Okay.
Once you click on that, you should see you have investigate, and then there should be like a use button.
Oh yeah, I see.
So whenever you want to, you click the button, and it'll pop up a clue like you had just rolled it, but it'll automatically give you that clue.
Okay. All right,
And
so I can come back to this ledger later.
Yeah. Anytime you can click that button, use it, and I'll answer any question. You got a 10, so it's a straightforward answer, yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right. Yeah, Tara shoves all the paper into her bag. Interesting.
What would you all like to do?
Well, are we? I mean, I want to take some of the money, however much money we can take. Are we going into the sewer? Are we following them to possibly have some sort of clash?
Where are you
At
gonna
this
carry
point-
this money?
Huh?
Where are you gonna carry this money? You got pants.
In your
falling down.
purse, Gucci.
No room. I already put a ledger and a gun in there.
I will hold them.
Then you can't hold
That's
your
it.
pants.
I have two hands.
Yeah, you can either hold the money or hold your pants.
You never held your pants up by one side before?
Nope.
All right, well,
I would like to bring it to God's attention that there are pockets in pants.
You can fit 2 bundles.
do you not want to help the families who have been frazzled by this mean old family?
You are the one who chose to lose your suspenders.
Actually, you're the one who chose to make me lose something.
I
so-
tried to make you lose your hat, and I
My
was
hat.
I was good with the hat,
is-
and you would have been just fine to carry everything you
But
wanted.
my hat is special, and also more evidence that I've been there. Suspenders are anybody. My hat is my hat.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the point of the suffering, is that you're supposed to lose something important.
Listen,
The suffering.
The suffering.
I'm just gonna put the money in my pants, just all the way down my pants,
Yes.
and I will look ridiculous, but that's all right. I think it's unfair that I can't hold my pants up with one hand.
Okay, then you can only carry one thing of money though,
Why?
because that's what you would have in your other hand.
You
Good
just
game
said I
mechanics.
could have 2 bundles in either pocket.
If you
I think you just-
were,
Take your
yeah.
pants off at this point.
But then how am I supposed to use it like a purse? I'll take my pants off and tie the legs off. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I feel like Sue is the type of man that wouldn't wear underwear though.
You can't decide those things for me. Of course I wear underwear.
Don't God mod her, Philip.
Yeah, rude. My underwear looks like another pair of pants. It's
Mm-mm.
fucking what season
Like
are we
long.
in?
It's long underwear.
Yeah.
It's like wool
What
underwear.
season are we in? Is it winter?
No.
What,
The
is it
GM said a
summer?
summer breeze. The GM said a summer breeze came through the
Yeah.
He said spring.
Spring.
He said summer breeze.
Did he?
So yeah, we'll say it's warm weather.
All right, well then I have regular old boxers on, you meanie pie. Just looks like I'm wearing really short shorts, which wasn't that strange for the 20s.
It's 1940s. Under.
Those
Fair.
20s.
40s.
It's the 1940s.
It's after the World
Oh,
War
my
II.
bad.
Oh, I feel.
Uh-huh.
They're your BVDs. Let me get into the notes section here. And just leave a little.
I think
There
it's
you go.
very unprofessional that we've been... Yeah, see, that's fine. I'm wearing boxers.
Those look comfy. They got the ones on the
Yeah.
top got a nice little like yoke on them.
Look at the pattern. It's nice. Looks like regular pants.
No, it looks
Yeah,
like
we-
underwears.
1940s were not that long
Think-
ago, so
I think it looks like regular pants. It's just short pants with an extra pattern.
General Patton.
Patton Oswald. Anyway, I'm just gonna take them off and I'll make a bag out of them if you're gonna be like that, Mr. Nancy God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
33 cents for undies.
Wow.
4 for $1.27. Shorts with linen reinforced crotch, 2-ply Liesel shirts. I don't know how to pronounce that. I should know.
My
that.
underwear are anywhere between $4 and $10 per one.
Per undie.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different time.
Jeez. Sheasely beasily.
Easily, easily.
Hmm.
All right.
They ain't got no
well,
linen reinforced crotch.
Now I'm just on this rabbit hole about men's underwear.
Oldie underwear.
Yield
Anyway,
and
I-
underwear.
I say fuck it. I take my pants off. I've got my regular shorts buckles on. It's fine. They look like shorts. They don't, but to me they do because I want them to. I'm just psyching myself up. I tie the ends of my pants closed in weird, stupid knots, and I start shoving money into my pants like when you use a pillowcase for candy on Halloween.
Uh-huh.
That's what this is like,
Okay.
except it's pants. And I'm tall, so they're big pants.
You're able to get the money?
Yeah,
That's resourceful.
I look stupid.
hmm
Gets the job done.
Yeah, I look around for like a scrapper.
Vic will watch Sue as he's doing this. Just like he'll take the shotgun back so Sue has both of his hands. It'll just be like, just won't say anything. Just watching him.
Don't shake your head at me. I'm helping people who need help financially.
So I know you want to help the people we know, but what if that money probably came from a bunch of other people too that we don't know?
I mean, maybe we just don't give them all. Be like, how much do you think it's going to take to fix your shop? And we give them that much, and then we keep the rest for the other next people. Like, it's probably in the ledger who lost what. We could just hand them back the correct amount.
Yeah, we could probably do some math.
And there's probably extra here for whatever, like, fixing they need.
Yeah.
You do you. You do whatever you think is right. I'm not going to stop you.
I feel really judged for wanting to help people right now.
I'm not judging you.
I know you're not, but Vic's kind of doing it.
I'm not judging you, and I'll help you do the math later.
Fuck yeah. Right. Now, the big question, are we going into the sewer or are we going somewhere else? I think maybe we should go into the sewer. It's been a bit now, and if they were running away, they've probably already done all their running away, and then we can get out through the sewer too and figure out if it goes anywhere else.
Does make it less scary. Doesn't make it any less disgusting, but I agree. We
might
probably
get-
need to go in the sewer.
Yeah, we might get ambushed, but also if someone will hold my pants for me, I could just, go through the water and scout ahead and stuff. It would be really gross, and you might have to deal with some smells for a bit, but we got a shower back at the place, so it's fine.
Honestly, Sue being willing to become sewage is
That is the title of it.
noble as hell.
Sewage. Ugh.
A coming of sewage
So,
tale.
can I get one more thing?
No, you're so demanding, God.
Look who's talking. So you guys you sort of looked through the place and were looking for like the stuff that was left behind and a way out. And
Yes.
then once you investigated, you used your investigation to look at specifically the ledger.
Mhm.
There is possibly more information to be found in this place as a whole. Does that make sense?
Oh, as a whole?
Yeah, like there's still other stuff in this room that may provide information about stuff.
Let's look around.
Yeah.
Stuff that wasn't like specifically worthy of being in the safe and wasn't pertaining to like how to get out of here. So,
Okay.
With my pants slung over my shoulder, I'm going to start looking at all the tabletops.
Okay.
Investigate. I guess observant and street cred, because I'd be able to notice anything that was like, I don't know, mob code? Question mark.
Mob code.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
What's mob coded?
Okay. Mob coded. Wow.
Okay. So, you look around.
Uh-huh. My investigation is exposing me to danger because I've got no pants on.
So, can't really make these clues fuzzy. and I can't really have you asking a question or answering a question. Actually,
There's somebody who didn't run away and they're under a table. Face to face with my boxers.
With your pantsless ass.
And now I am exposed to danger. Literally.
Literally exposed.
so I'll say that so as you are sort of investigating around, you notice near where the whiskey and the now burned out cigarette are, there is a flyer that is pinned to the wall by a old rotary phone, and it's a faded flyer for the old aquarium.
As opposed to the new aquarium?
No, the old aquarium, which is currently, this is an older flyer because the aquarium is shut down. And it's sort of been abandoned recently, and it is shut down. The other thing you see, after moving some stuff around, you find an invitation to the Falzoni Villa for their annual Falzoni Private Charity Gala, which you know is code for Mafia Dinner, which will take place in 2 weeks.
I share that information.
Oh my god, a gala! We're going, right?
Who does sue out of not counting the people here? Who is someone that is important to sue? That if mobsters found would be compromising to you, whether as they have information on you or they are, you care
My
for them.
backstory is not that thick, Philip. I don't know.
And thusly you need, and that creates a part of more of your backstory. I'm gonna need that person.
Oh.
I have a dog.
A dog?
You want a dog?
You're
No.
endangering a dog.
Yeah,
Endanger
but-
a human.
Okay.
Who do you want? If worst comes to worst, who do you want the Falzoni to shoot? An imaginary person or an imaginary dog?
Yeah, person, obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously,
I
the
can't
person.
answer that.
You can't answer that?
No.
It's
The
not
three
a
of us
dog,
all
man.
just said shoot the person over the dog.
It won't be a dog.
She's
Dogs
like, I
are
take it.
blameless, innocent
Exactly.
creatures.
If you ever find one, you all can definitely pet it. I will make an ability.
Thank you so much. Oh my god. The joy that brings me.
I feel really on the spot. I don't know.
Gotta be creative.
I mean, if you really don't want to,
I used all my creativity on pancakes and waffles, okay?
That was like 2 hours ago.
it'll be more or less your homework.
Okay.
You have to come up with somebody. I need a person.
How about I have a chum, an old guy chum down at the fish market
Okay, and why are they important?
where I
to you?
go because all kinds of shit happens at the fish market.
For
Okay,
sure.
and why are they important to you?
Because he's a cool old guy that I like to talk to.
Okay.
He's my friend.
Okay,
Also, he's a little bit of an informant, but mostly my friend.
okay. Is he somebody that you care about, or somebody that has information that could be compromising to you?
No, I don't.
No.
No, to like expand upon that, I don't really want Sue to have anybody like that, and not because I don't want people to be able to find out stuff, but I just don't think that he'd be the sort of person that would have anyone like that.
You don't think there's anybody that would have dirt on Sue,
I don't
like
know,
in
make
all of your
something up
criminal
then.
stuff?
I guess let's make it homework so we're not holding stuff up, but like I don't know.
Okay. Then yeah. How do you all want to leave?
I guess we're going out through the sewer.
The sewer door is still open. I don't think anybody reclosed it, so
The goal, make sure. He's like, are we sure we're doing this? We're going down? Yes.
I mean,
going
yes.
into
We should just go.
the Vic will, slide down the ladder.
yep, you guys are
Good.
able to. There is no map for the sewer, but yeah, you're able to enter into the sewer. Just a few feet. I'm guessing someone here will create their own light.
Yeah, Tara will.
Then yeah, you'll create your own light, and that'll give you the ability to see where you're going. The first couple feet is pretty clean. This part of the sewer really isn't used as a sewer. It's just not the way stuff is going anymore, the way this was built and everything. But very shortly, you do find yourself starting to get into the more disgusting areas. But unfortunately, this place is sort of built like a maze.
Oh no.
So there are multiple paths, multiple directions you could go with the flow, against the flow. You can see where there are, as you move your light around, you can see places that go up to the streets or up to grates in the, for runoff or for person access. So
Any indication, like footprints, maybe like anything like that we could use to figure out where anybody else went? There's not sludge in here with footprints in it.
unfortunately, there are a few places where you see footprints, but they get hit by water shortly thereafter,
Okay.
and so you would lose them in actual water, actual sludge water. So
Okay. Can we hear anything down here?
other than just the general echoing sound that the sewers create, no.
Okay. So if we were down by the docks, like what's the likelihood that we have a sense of where we are underground?
So you know that you could follow the flow of the sewage, and it would take you pretty close to the water's edge, if that's what you're asking. Other than that, your current location is fairly close to Rusty's bar. Like it was just a doorway, a spiral staircase, and into this.
Yeah, we're like
So-
right underneath the bar.
Yeah, so you are under Rusty, so you know the general area, and you could be like, well, I don't know which way is west, but I can go this way, and this is maybe a block, and you'll pop up a block in some direction from Rusty's, if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, kind of. I'm not sure where we would want to go. Like, it doesn't really do me any good because I'm not sure where we're going. Like, if there's no indication where these people went, then Tara's just like, here we are in the sewer.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any way to track the former tenant of that speakeasy.
Great. So here we are down in the sewer. No idea where to go, and there's about 1,000 different paths we can take. Any ideas?
Look for another ladder. Take us up through a manhole.
If
Just
we can't
get
find
outta
any,
here.
if we can't find any like clues as to which direction they went, then we might as well get the fuck out of here, eh? We
Yeah,
just
like,
walk.
if we-
Walk.
I'm looking back at my notes to see if we know like where the Falzonis hang out. We don't really have any information on like where.
Learning about Rusty's and seeing the Falzoni in here is the most you know about a hideout.
Yeah.
Or not hideout, that's the wrong word, but like a place where they hang out.
Yeah.
And, the way this is built, it could be that this is maybe their hideout. Or at least, for a small part of them. Maybe only those that work with, or, sort of work with Honeylip.
Yeah. Oh darn! Can't go trudging through the sewers today.
I mean, we could if you want. I mean, you don't want, but we could. We could just, go straight for a little while. Maybe take a couple of random turns. It's not like we won't find a manhole eventually.
Sue, I really admire your sense of adventure. We'll do whatever you want to do.
All right, okay. That's new.
Is there any indication? We're in a municipal sewer. There's got to be an indication on these ladders where they lead.
Look, a rat.
I mean, if you climb up, like near the top of the ladders, it'll tell you, a street coordinate type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it'll say like 5th Street, or it'll say like, I don't really know, but I'll go as far as to say that it'll tell you like 3700 block of, Boston Avenue or whatever.
Like, I don't know the specifics, but I would assume in a municipal sewer, like, you don't just want your crew down there wandering around without any idea where they are. They'd probably have to be able to see where they're going. Like, they need to know which ladder goes where.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I'll say that this place has, the City of Mist has good enough sewers that any ladder will tell you, or any set of ladders will tell you what block you're at, what street you're at, without having to actually open it.
Okay.
Do
I
you
still don't know
think-
what good that does us.
Do you think if I like just jumped in the water and zoomed straight up this pathway, we can't see over there, it's too dark, but it's just zoomed, I could maybe catch up with them since I'm really fast in the water. Do you think I could catch up?
We just don't know which tunnel they've gone down.
Yeah, I would just like pick one. And then if there's nothing there, come back and pick a different one.
Well, but what do you?
I mean, I don't see why not.
I mean, you could do that. I don't know. You wouldn't be necessarily super fast if you're running against the current. If you're going with the current, then yes, you would be. You'd be moving, twice as fast. But yeah, you would just have to randomly pick directions.
Yeah. Is current a thing I would need to worry about other than like being slowed down? Like I wouldn't think so.
To
but-
getting swept out into the harbor.
Yeah, if you would like to be mean to me, then you're gonna say yes.
I don't feel like I'm being mean. I think that's how a sewer works, but I don't really.
I mean, like
know.
slowing down and whatnot, sure, but I'm the god of storms. I don't feel like the sewer is gonna fuck me up.
I'm not gonna storms.
Storm drains. Basically, this is my domain.
I mean, what I'm saying is that you will. Yes, you can travel through. You can turn into sludge, or you can turn into water and move through the water. You could also just run along the water at essentially the same.
You don't think I'd be
speed.
any faster?
I don't think so. No.
No, because I'm teleporting between bodies of water. So I'd be like, I'm here, I'm there.
Isn't it all technically one body of water though, because it's connected?
Surely there are puddles on the sides.
Whoa.
So then, yeah, I would say you could do that. You could teleport. You could jump into the water and teleport out of any other bit of the water, but you won't. In the way like I'm seeing it happening is you would just be reappearing out of another spot of water in complete darkness, going like, "Do I hear anybody? No." Teleport to just a new random spot. Do I hear anybody? No. Teleport to another random spot, and you would just be in any area of an entire citywide sewer.
Yes.
And I'm saying like yes, you could do that. I'm saying I don't think it would be an effective way to try and find this person.
Pretty good hint.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Again, I don't. If there is no indication down here of where anybody went, I don't know what we do with this zone.
You can know where the exit of the speakeasy is
Mhm.
and the closest manhole to it. So if for some reason you wanted to come back and you wanted to, if you think the owner might be back later, you could always set up a guard outside this door. You could try and come in through this door. Like you now know. It does look like it would be semi-difficult to open the door from the backside. But
Okay.
it can be done. So you could set it up and you can come in. You could come and go this way if you wanted to.
Okay, that's helpful. Well, what do you guys think about if we just like take the first exit we see from the sewer, like the first ladder we see, and then we know the closest
Sure.
entrance to this place?
Makes sense to me.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's climb the first ladder we see.
You do that, and yeah, you get out, move the manhole cover out of the way. It seems fairly easy. It's it's a bit heavy. It's all metal or whatever. But yeah, you're able to get out, and nothing really major other than you hear the sounds of sirens.
I mean, we did just blow up the front of this bar. Where are we?
Okay.
Like,
The
are
front of the
we
bar?
still behind the bar, or?
Yeah, you're about a block away. There's like a row of businesses and buildings between you and where Rusty's bar is. So you manage to essentially go underneath a side of the buildings.
Okay, yeah. Tara's gonna be like, wow, convenient. We are blessedly out of the way of the bar, so we could just sneak away. So you still have those pants full of money?
Uh-huh.
Nice, nice, nice.
He kind of looks at her, looks down at his no pants, looks back. Yeah.
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 It is
So we
still
could
fairly
slip away.
early afternoon, so there are people around,
Nothing to see here.
except Sue.
These are regular shorts. I'm making a fashion statement.
Tara is so dazzling that nobody's gonna notice Sue. I'm just gonna say she's gonna one of her logos is shines brightly. She's just like flipping her hair. She just emerged from a manhole, like her
You got, like,
her
a
like
scarf?
designer clothes. Ugh.
You got like a scarf I could like wrap or something.
Tara she's got like an Hermes handkerchief. She'll hand it
Alright,
to you.
That
There you
is
go.
not enough for
It's not gonna do you
anything.
any good.
Thank you for trying.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah.
Where's the nearest any place that we could go?
How far are we from the office?
You're probably like probably the same, as long as it took you to get down to Rusty's. Maybe we'll say a 15-minute train car.
How
This is
about
not
we
the
get a
weirdest
taxi?
thing. This is not the
Yeah.
weirdest thing the City of Mist has ever seen. I think we just play it like New Yorkers and get back on the trolley.
I am walking here
Yeah, I don't think
with my no pants.
I don't know that they'll let Sue on without any pants.
Tara's gonna distract them.
How about we just get a fucking taxi or something?
I guess we can just hail a taxi. You think the taxi's gonna let you with no pants on?
Yeah, I think taxi people have seen worse.
I think they have to. We hail a taxi.
Okay.
We gotta go get Sue some pants and new suspenders.
Have pants still. They're full of money.
Sure, they are full of money.
Yeah, so get a cab, and I guess you're going back to the office, or where did you want to go? Miller Square?
Are there pants for
Office.
Sue
Full
in Miller
pants.
Square? Or is there suspenders for Sue in Miller Square? I would assume your extra suspenders are
Now
at the
let's go
office.
back to the office.
We'll go to the laundromat and ask if she has any suspenders. No, we'll go back to the office, I think. That's where Sue's suspendies are going to be.
Suspenders. That's a good one too.
And we can drop all this stuff off.
Exactly. Would get at this stolen money if we put it in the office?
It's reclaimed money, Sue, not stolen.
They stole it.
We reclaimed it.
Right.
Okay, so then yeah, you all get into a cab. The cab driver doesn't notices, but whatever. They get paid. They're happy.
Tara tips him very well.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully your office will load for you.
Yep, all loaded.
Sweet.
All right, so let's drop off the money, get Sue some suspenders, and figure out where we're going after this.
Yeah, you get inside. You find you all probably keep an extra pair of clothes or two somewhere around the office for mishaps such as these. Uh, Tara, you notice you have a message for you.
Like a readable message or a listenable message?
I don't know. How do you think you would? How would the all-seeing eye have calls while you were away? Do you have a secretary
Answering?
or?
Do we have a secretary? That's an extra person. That's a whole extra person to account for. I would assume we don't have voicemail in the 1940s. I'm assuming there's no way to like record your call.
They might have like a service
My
where you have to
assumption.
call the operator to tap into it, but
Oh yeah, that's probably.
that doesn't seem very secretive.
I don't know. I feel like it would probably. You tell me, GM. How do we receive messages?
We'll say there's a phone service that can notify you, and you would call into it.
Okay,
So
great.
It's
Probably a routine. Tara probably has a routine. She comes back to the office. She checks for messages.
yeah, okay. Yeah, so you call into this service, and the recording tapes are kind of expensive, so it's a fairly it's a procedure you have, but you it's worth it for business and whatnot. You listen in, and essentially it's a phone call that says, like it beeps first to let the person know they can talk, and then it says, "Oh, hi, this is Michael Amagi. I run a art gallery downtown, and last night was broken into, had something stolen, and I would like to talk to you, possibly about hiring you to retrieve it. Thank you. If you can, give me a call back. Number is 555. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you."
Okay. Tara's going to tell the boys that we've got a job lined up, and as soon as Sue's pants are secured, lined up, we can. Well, she's going to have to call Michael back, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And this is just a normal. Just so you know, this is just a normal part of your job. You get calls, people asking for help all the time. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So while Sue is getting his pants situation under control, I'll go ahead and give Michael. Can you say his last name again?
Ahmagi, Ahmagi.
Okay. Ahmagi. Amagi. A magi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's call Michael and see what's up with his
At 555.
Yeah, so you can call him back. You can hear it's a noise inside the room is a little bit loud. He has to close the door to better talk to you. Hi, yes. Is this all-seeing eye?
Yeah, Mr. Amagi?
Yes, that's me. You can call me Michael.
Great. Hi, Michael. My name's Tara. I lead the All Seeing Eye agency. Thank you so much for calling us.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for calling me back. I guess basically last night someone broke into the art gallery, stole several items. One of them was on loan from the city municipality. It's schematics of a church. And so while I guess some of the art, the owners will be upset, it is what it is. The one from the city could prove to be bad.
Bad how, Michael?
Well, because it's on loan from the city. It becomes a sort of like a sort of government work that's been stolen that I borrowed. So I'm reluctant to call the cops on this one, and
What church is it?
thus why I am willing to pay you.
I understand, Michael. Discretion is one of our best traits, and I assure you, we'll keep it hush hush between us while we
Thank
figure
you.
out where your stolen pieces have gone off to.
What church is it?
We'll find out. Michael,
Just
could we
ask
come to your gallery today?
Uh, yes. Yeah. Sure. I guess the sooner the better. I mean, if you can. I don't know what your schedule is like currently. But
Great. I'll talk to my colleagues, and we'll meet you at the gallery.
okay.
And I guess for the sake of Sue here, Michael, quick question. Which church were the schematics of?
It's the Church of Saint Teresa of Avila.
Saint Teresa of Avilo.
Which fellow?
Avilo.
Avila.
Avilo. Okay, great. Just trying to gather as much information as I can before we head over,
Mm-hmm.
The other pieces that were stolen. What were those?
Just those were other pieces of artwork. Some of them are expensive, some of them are not. I'm not.
Are we talking paintings, sculptures, mixed media? What are we looking for here, Michael?
Yes, mixed media, all of sort of a religious nature.
Oh. Okay, so sort of an exhibition that you had here. Somebody came and swiped all the pieces.
Several of them, but clearly left others that I would say would be more valuable. So I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, Michael. Well, I will round up my brothers and we'll head your way. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, she hangs up, tells Vic and Sue what's going on. We got a job, boys.
Two Michaels in the same game. That's confusing.
One's a Michael and one's a Mikhail.
I don't think that's what they said, but I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah. So yeah, that can be. So that's part of as your job if you want to do that as like a downtime activity and continue sort of working on that. If yeah, or you can actually proceed on to this one, waiting for other stuff from what am I trying to say? The Falzoni to pop up other places. Sort of your call. But I kind of figured that. I mean, I don't know. It's 8:40. I'm not sure what time we were stopping tonight. If we're stopping at 9 or 9:30.
Oh yeah, I think I only got about 4 hours of tabletop gaming in me a night. So
Okay. Yeah.
or 3 hours, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So then we can do downtime at this point,
Okay.
and or discuss. Do you guys want to? Okay. Let me ask this. Do you want to do a downtime that is a long time, maybe until like tomorrow, and do stuff then, or do you want to still be able to do stuff today, and we can sort of decide, where you want to go, after this return and the reissuing of pants, and then we can pick up same day next time we play. We can pick up same day, continuing on to those locations.
So I'm eager to move on to Sam's funeral. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't know if you wanted to try and get into the police precinct in, multiple clues saying that they're corrupt in the day between, or even today. Or
That where we should go?
It's just it's another option. I mean, I'm not at this point. I'm not.
He's not saying don't go like he did at the Stewards.
Yeah. So there is.
These are very clear. Do not proceed.
There is information to be learned at the precinct. You may already know most of it. You may believe you know it. Like, oh yeah, they're dirty because of this, this, and this. You could go there and either be proven right or wrong, find out how deep the corruption goes. That may not be something you actually, stopping the corruption of the police force may not be something you care about. So that's why I say, like, it's a thing. You didn't have to go to
I'm
the
too
hospital.
indecisive. I need a clear direction to follow.
That's sort of the thing with this game is it's like, what do you want to do? Where does
I
your
need City of
investigation?
Mist. I need City of Mist to put a blinking sign that says this is your next goal, a map marker.
How about we set the police station as our next destination, but save it
Okay.
for next time?
Okay.
Because we have a whole day between right now and Sam's funeral.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We can police and also go to a gallery? Question mark.
We can do that in our downtime. The gallery job.
So
Okay.
then I'll say if you guys have the option, this is a downtime to take up sort of the end of it. It should be one of the special moves you can click on. And tell me which one you want and what you do. How do you improve yourselves?
What you do?
Well, I mean, Tara's gonna do this gallery job. She's been really consumed with this whole Falzoni family thing for the past week-ish.
Mhm.
Not quite a whole week, but the last several days. And she's really eager to just have like a palate cleanser. So Michael needs a little bit of help with the gallery. Tara loves an art gallery, so she's gonna be like, "Boys, you want to go? You want to go to the gallery with me?"
You all right?
Vic,
Can't find
gallery?
downtime.
You don't
Listen,
have to go.
if you're
You can.
going, I'm gonna come to make sure that you stay out of trouble. So
Oh, as if I would ever get in trouble.
yeah, if that's a thing, if you would accidentally say the wrong thing to somebody, yeah, you know.
Okay. So let's see. Is this technically work the case, Philip?
So you can do either. You can either work the case that you currently have with the Falzoni family, or you
Okay.
can work this new case, and I'll give you some information about it. Should you, like I said, because you still, it's like the Falzoni villa dinner thing is in about little under 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe we'll say it dated. It's like 9 or 10 days away.
Okay. So we've got quite a little bit of time until this gala thing happens. Okay, so we've got some time. Tara definitely is going to want to work this case for the gallery. She's going to again be eager to do a little palate cleanser. She figures this is probably a cut and dry case. It's a theft that the gallery owner wants to keep on the down low.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll work the case. Tell everyone at the table how you do it and gain 3 clues of the method and a source based on your description. Okay, so
Also, remember, the other options allow you to essentially level up your character. So I don't know if that's interesting, because this will help you like going forward with a new case.
okay.
If you wanted to, you could do
Well, what's
like
the point of the new case then?
it's another story.
Oh, I don't want to do another story. I want to finish this story. I thought it was related somehow.
No, this is just your job.
Okay. That's
Sorry,
weird.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make it feel like real life that you get calls for jobs.
I mean, it does. It does feel like real life. I don't know how City of Mist thinks that is enticing, though, when I have other things that would
Oh, it's just me.
benefit my character more.
No, I just made up another thing. So like I have other, like I made up stuff so that there were other cases that exist in your world. So that, oh yeah, you could just be like, she's going to work on that when she's not doing something else as part of your character. Or if you want to do it while you have the time between this and the Falzoni family, it's another case. It might be shorter type thing. So it's just, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm like, hey, do this thing. It's like a side quest. I have dropped a side quest in front of you. If you choose to pick up, what?
Is there any benefit to working the side quest as opposed to doing some of these other things in downtime?
No. For downtime, it wouldn't. The side quest would just be like doing another story. You get to use your abilities and level up and learn other things about the city. Specifically, like to help you, no. Working this side quest case won't really help your current case at all.
Okay.
So it would be more something for you guys to actually do for time if you wanted to follow that story. If you wanted to do a side quest and not do the main mission for a couple sessions or a minute or something. You don't have to, of course.
Well, I want to help Michael, but from a player perspective, there is no reason for me to do so.
Yes. It's more of the world, more story to play, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well,
just a side
especially if in we don't have downtime. You know, we only have a certain number of downtimes.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I don't use it to explore a logos or a mythos, then what am I even doing? Okay. Well, do you guys have an idea what you want to do for your downtime while I think about this?
Yeah, I need to try to fix my ass.
Yeah. Try to fix, yeah. That's a good way to say it. Recover your tag / fix your ass.
Do it. Fix your ass.
Fix your ass. Do it.
Okay, jeez. Is that just downtime or is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you do the
definitely
downtime and then just click on the box or tell me what it is, basically.
I'm gonna. Can I only fix one tag per?
I don't think it's only one. I think you can do multiple.
I think it's one. I feel like I asked you about that before and you said it was one.
Yeah, prepare for your next activity. Tell everyone at the table how you prepare and choose 1. Recover all your burnt power tags, or gain 3 juice with a method based on your description. You can choose from the effect implements under Change the Game.
Then yeah, I imagine I'm gonna try to fix my expression tag, all those burnt powers.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure how like how it manifests that he would have like not been able to like use those anymore. Maybe like he's either overheated or he just used up his juice pretty much, right?
Yeah, exhaustion. I would track it up to exhaustion, and now you can't even really make your fingers burn. Before you could just be like snap and your fingertip would be on fire. Now it's like it might kind of turn reddish, but it won't even.
Yeah, it's not even warm.
Yeah, there's no fire, no more.
You're feeling burnt out?
Sorry.
No one can match your pun power.
Then, much like a sports injury, Vic will ice himself down, and then like therapeutic bath, like just steam room kind of to just fix himself.
Oh nah.
Yeah. So you get all of your tags come back. The fade or crack, whichever one it is, remains. That is a permanent thing. Although I think when you level up, you can get rid of it. I'll have to figure out how. But yeah, if you get you just have 1 fade now.
I only ever had the 1 fade. The last time I had I just got an attention in the Bastion tree, the Bastion mythos.
Yeah. So your fade, similar to attention, if your fade maxes out, you lose that card.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Listen, nobody else had done it. I thought it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know.
It was the only way into the safe. Well, unless you had the combo from the owner.
I don't think that was going to happen.
He was really keen to give us that combo.
I know, I jumped the gun. We should have asked him again.
Okay. Yeah, your tags are all unburned, and that is your looks good.
Yeah.
Michelle?
I'm gonna work the case. We've got zero zilch nada about the Ambrosia stuff so far. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out who consumes this, where they consume this, and like where it comes from, I guess.
Okay.
Any of those things. Be happy with one.
The people who consume it are the people of currently that you know of is the Falzoni family. Anyone who is part of the Falzoni family will consume ambrosia.
Where does it come from?
They consume it at once a year at a mob dinner.
What does it do?
A 1 in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where does it come from? It is brought in from outside the family.
So vague.
So, like, the Falzoni family isn't the one like making it and feeding it to themselves. It's part of a larger problem, for lack of a better term. Someone has created this and is doling it out to people that they value. Falzoni family being one of them.
So who is that person?
That you don't know.
Do I have any clues to point me in a direction to find that person?
Not yet. You would need more contacts, like either within the family, like people you could hang out with, I guess. Try and pretend to be somebody else around. But no, as of yet, you don't know who the original creator of this stuff is. Only that it is.
What does it look like?
It kind of looks like Jello.
Cool.
Does it look like ambrosia salad?
No. It's like a gel. It's like a Jello. Not green though. So.
I'm just saying, I really want to eat some ambrosia salad right now.
Isn't that just
Very
like,
all the
nostalgic.
clues I can ask.
isn't
It's
ambrosia
very
salad just like
nostalgic.
whipped cream with fruit in it?
So it's usually like whipped cream
Jello.
or cream cheese. Like a whipped cream cheese. But yes, whipped cream. And it's got like fruit and marshmallows and is there jello? I know there's coconut
Yeah.
in it. Is there
Yeah.
jello in it? Okay. Let's see if we can find a good recipe.
Like Jello chunks, or just like gelatin mixed into it to thicken it?
Salad
Chunks.
recipe.
Okay.
Let's see. Who's got the best? None of these recipes look legit. I need like a Betty Crocker.
But yeah, so you get those are the three. You get those three clues answered, and it's from different contacts you have throughout the city, and I'm guessing they're seedy contacts.
It depends on where you look. A lot of these just mention coconut, pineapple, mandarin oranges, and marshmallows. Other ingredients might include various fruits and nuts, maraschino cherries, bananas, strawberry, peeled grapes, or crushed pecans.
I feel like grapes and maraschino cherries are staple for an ambrosia salad.
I feel like it's kind of redundant.
So it's a creamy fruit salad.
I feel like you want one or the other because they occupy the same texture and mouth space, same size.
I agree.
I don't know.
Really want
It
some
looks
now.
terrible to me.
Oh, I really want some. It just tastes like, I don't know, tastes like picnic.
Tastes like picnic. I've definitely seen it with Jello, but that could have been like 50s, 60s housewife nonsense.
Ambrosia salad is 50s housewife nonsense, so.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Are we waiting on me for my downtime?
Mm-hmm.
I think. So, Philip, what are the
Yes.
benefits to exploring your logos or mythos? What is my reason for wanting to do those things?
Well, primarily, you get an experience point. You get to mark
Okay.
attention on it, and once you get the 3 attention, you level up. So.
Okay.
So I would say that is primary.
Okay.
The other thing is it's character stuff. You're supposed to be trying to figure out that specific thing. So like your sun goddess expression, like what is the limit to my power? Like you're trying to find that out, right? Like you want to solve that question. Your mythos by definition is trying to take over. And so you want to know, like you want to see how far you can push yourself. And that's sort of what allows you to gain the attention, right? That's what allows you to level up. Or, you know, if you wanted to do your personality, if you wanted to level that one up, I'm here when you need me, right? Like you would work on that. You would go help someone in need, show your personality. So it's story-wise, it's all character development. You're trying to better your character. You're trying to push your character's narrative further. Statistic-wise, it gets you one step closer to leveling up that aspect of you.
Case, I think I do want to work on either Kagami or my sun goddess cards. Maybe since we said sun goddess, let's work on that one. Because I got a +1 on both of those already, so I want to keep working on those.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll check the box there. Let's see. How do I do it? Tara has heard recently about this new fad sweeping her social circle called meditation. She's gonna try it out. So she's gonna, Sewer Vic will walk in and find her cross-legged on the floor, just like palms up, totally trying to relax. She's trying so hard to relax. She's like burning incense. And that's how she's going to try to get in touch with her sun goddess, sort of using her own calming aura on herself to do that meditation.
Okay. Does your what do I want to say? Does your light start to shine through? Like you're becoming almost like a beacon in the office?
Probably. She probably glows even if she doesn't mean to.
Okay. Yeah, so you get to mark 1 attention on that you said that should bring you up to 2. And then I guess you also gain a clue with regards to your mystery.
Limit to my power.
So, you said sun goddess, yeah.
Do I need to ask a specific question about it?
I don't know. I guess what question do you have about your power?
What's the limit to it?
Um,
The mystery. Is that cheating?
I would say that the limit is, well, you know what you've done so far, and you saw Vic, push himself so much further than what his powers allow him to do, and he, just kind of overheated. So you can tell that you could go quite bright and, do something similar to him, and that would not be too far. So it's orders of magnitude past what you saw Vic pull off today. So you don't have it. It's not a definite answer. You're not yet. You're still searching. But orders of magnitude higher than what you saw Vic do above his own ability.
Making a note.
Making a note. I am stronger than Vic.
I don't know. Just sunshinier.
Did you get the attention?
I did a little plus to fill one of the circles in.
I thought you had attention beforehand, because I'm looking at it and I just see. We'll talk.
I have +1 on Kagami, +1 on Sun Goddess. Like it says attention +1, attention +1. Isn't that what it says? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
But it's because I already had gotten 3 from using my limited view and collateral damage.
Okay, we'll go over this after we're offline, since this is just sort of doing stuff with the technical
Yeah.
aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the next time we will move on with the police station. Is that where you guys did want to go, or
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
Cool. Well,
Go to
then,
precinct 23.
next time we'll be looking at precinct 23, see what's going on there, figure
Shit
out
on
who
those
these people might
fools.
be. Yeah. Want to thank
Time to
everybody.
fight some cops.
Yes.
Hopefully not all of them. It is an
Not
entire
all
precinct.
of the cops. Just the 4 shitty ones.
All the cops. I'm not gonna start an all the cops chant.
Okay.
We know
well,
there's
thanks
4 bad
everybody
ones.
for playing, and everybody who decided to watch and enjoys our shows. We have been and will continue to be Plus One Shot. This is our City of Mist campaign, and trying out something new. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and whether or not we do the side quest. Maybe not. We'll just stick to the one shot. Okay. Thanks everybody, and good night.
We will
oh,
be
yeah.
back.
Good point. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Freeze, Aaron. So yes, today is the 7th. Next game should be on the 21st of April.
And the 13th, we will have D&D Upload.
Yes.
Also, Friday the 12th, we are theoretically going to do a shoot the shit wherein we do a fake run of it's not fake, but a like a experimental run of Daggerheart. They did their show last time about just talking about it, and so maybe we'll play it now. Okay, James said, oh, we're doing it. So yeah,
Thank you, James.
on the 12th, Shoot the Shit is an actual playtest run of Daggerheart.
So yeah, join us for that if you'd like to see how it goes. Thank you very much. Thank you for reminding me. But with that, good night, everybody.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.